Oh, before the event. Yeah. But yeah, we in here, man. What's good with you? How's everything, brother? Before we begin.
Everything good, man. Everything good. Just
Good.
busy, tired.
Got a lot of things on the schedule. I see y'all got an event coming up, but we're gonna get to that. Bullpen still going hard, you feel me? But yeah, man, over here married to the bars, you know, we don't delve into a whole lot of things, man. We just like to know the history, you feel me? Most of our chatters in here is 80s babies, you feel me? So we won't get into all the politics. But I think for the most part, people just want to know about your journey, man, and anything you got to promote and XYZ. But so how long you been at this thing, man? Battle rapping.
I mean, as far
Why
as
is it
battle
choppy?
rappers we know today,
We'll say yeah, on screen.
on I think my first battle was 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shop.
Fix that audio.
Okay, I hear.
I'm sorry, John. We gotta get this audio together so everybody can hear.
Yeah, it's just a little bit choppy, but I think it's hold on 1 second.
We see it, Coach. We working on it.
What'd he say?
Signal bugging.
Yeah, it's just chopping a little bit. Hold up, I got y'all. Boom. Gonna take that off. Okay, we should be clear. But yeah, so '09. So that's when you start battle rapping. What got you into battle rap? Was you rapping before that, or was that kind of the?
Shit. Hell yeah. Shit. I've been rapping since I was like 8. So when I started rapping, I wasn't going to the studio. So when I started rapping, I was just writing rap. And just to go around and let people hear them. And then that turns into ciphers. The ciphers turn into battles. And so that's just what I was doing, going through school. Every school I went to, I couldn't wait to run into somebody that could rap.
Where we at? In New York or?
Yeah, New York, and when I came to Atlanta too. So every school I was going to, that's kind of how I was making a name for myself. The thing in New York is everybody knew what I could do in New York already. Like I was already kind of like a popular little kid because my older brothers was popular.
Okay. Fire.
And I was the only thing I was doing, as a youngin', I was outside, but I wasn't into all the other shit. Like I wasn't doing, the little hot boy shit. I was just rapping. So that's all niggas knew me for. So every time they'll see me, it was like impressive. Yo, tell the little nigga to rap again. Like, tell the little nigga let me hear something. So that's what I was known for. Then when I came to Atlanta, it was basketball and rap. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Anytime I heard somebody that could rap in Atlanta, I was like ready to show off on them. I felt
When
like
did you move to Atlanta?
I moved to Atlanta twice. The first time I moved to Atlanta was around the time the towers fell. So that was like 2001.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
That was 2001. But I ended up going back to New York. I came to Atlanta for like a year. Then I ended up going back to New York for like 2 years. Then I came back to Atlanta after that. Like around like 2005.
Gotcha. You got family on both spots, or what made you?
Hell yeah. My family is in New York, Atlanta, and Cali, Oakland to be specific. I got the trifecta.
Yeah, you do.
I got the trifecta.
That's fire. What were some of your influences when you started rapping? You remember back in the day, or battle rapping even? Who was some of the cats that you was watching?
And why? Hold on, I got a part 2 to that question. And do you think that being bi-coastal has an effect on who your influences were?
That's a good question.
Not really, because I'm really a New York baby. Like I'm a New York.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, so
You are.
even when I came to Atlanta, like people listen to me now and be like, damn, they don't believe how long I've been in Atlanta, because they say, yo, you don't sound like no Atlanta niggas, because I was never influenced by Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like I came down to be myself. I never wanted to sound like these niggas, look like these niggas, and none of that. Like, you know what I mean? So I was never so. But my influence, I always been a Jay-Z head. And my brother, the one that actually got me rapping. And to this day, he's one of my favorite rappers. Yeah, I think he's a little different, man. He's different. He's like he's like cut from a Nas cloth. You know what I mean? And I never liked Nas growing up. It took me to become grown to appreciate Nas. Like back then, I wasn't no Nas head. Like, yeah. But you know, and then you got the Locks, of course. DMX. I'm from Yonkers.
Right.
Yonkers, facts.
You know what I mean? So it's just, but it was funny growing up in Yonkers because people in Yonkers, I think it was like tough for if you from Yonkers, it was kind of tough to appreciate the Locks.
Really?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, we represented them. We was happy, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say DMX. DMX was like always that nigga. You know what I mean? The Locks was too, of course, Styles and Kiss, but I think the difference was they was always accessible to us. Like, we could see them every day. We could see them every day. So it was like I think that took away from the appreciation. But
it definitely does. There's a quote: "A prophet is without honor in his own country." That shit is true.
Yeah. But you know, they guys now, even now to this day, they still be outside. But it's so much respect for them dudes. It don't even, you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. Like you think of Yonkers. Now Yonkers is a proud city because when you think of everybody that came out of Yonkers in whatever aspect, we represent it. You know what I mean? Like you got Married2DaBarz. She's the queen of hip hop and R&B. You know what I mean? You got DMX. He's the next biggest thing since Tupac. When you know what I mean? You got the Locks, one of the most, you know what I mean, survived rap groups. They still together.
That's a fact.
The most respect. You see what they did at the Versus. You know what I mean? Like,
wrapped it up.
Real dudes. You got Styles P. He's a real official dude. Ain't nothing flaky about them. You know what I mean?
Who your favorite out the Locks though? We asked that everybody.
We do.
I don't know. It's kind of weird with me. Like you know, Kiss would be the favorite, but you know, Styles is just too much respect. Like, you know what I mean? Styles called me family, you know what I mean? And then the thing about Sheik is, right, growing up, you know, we used to always say like Sheik was the weakest one. We always say Sheik was the weakest one. Not gonna lie, man. Like 2-3 years ago, I'm listening to old Lock shit, and Sheik was smoking them niggas on a lot of shit. Like, Sheik was smoking them, so it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't really got a favorite. It's easy to say Kiss because he's the, you know, the more liked one out of them. Right. But I can't really say I have a person like I like one more than the other. Like I can't.
Yeah, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. But we always ask that because they do have so different a style. You feel me? And I think that who you like in that group kind of tells what type of style you like.
It does for me. That's usually why I ask. Yeah. I didn't even know people debated about who.
I mean, me and Kill, we never thought anybody other than Kiss was the best one. Until we start, you feel me?
Yeah, in 2000 when we was in Connecticut, and the boy was like, "Nah, you crazy? Like Styles always been the best." And also when they had that Versus, it was kind of almost split in the chat where people was going, "No, Styles the best. You know, he the ghost for a reason," and all that type shit like in the chat. So yeah, I didn't ever know it was a debate though till years later.
Yeah. But it depends on what kind of ear, you know. Some
it's
people
a preference
like,
thing.
Some people like wordplay. Some people like just that real straight to it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's the same thing carried over into battle rap is that everybody ain't looking for what we looking for. You know what I mean? So when you get to judging, it's good to talk about not only who you like and who you dislike, but why.
But why
is the biggest thing.
I don't like when nigga got that. He won that. Tell me why though. Yeah, what was it about the battle that made you feel like especially if it's debatable. If it's debatable, I really need to know your reason why.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of times when it comes to battle rap, especially now, fans will have their pick before the battle even.
And happens. I hate that.
They will have their pick before the battle even happens. So when it's actually debatable, they not there to debate it. It's just like I got my winner. You know what I'm saying? Like they not there to debate it. Everybody got their picks, man.
So you start battle rapping in New York, move to Atlanta. We still in high school, or we out of high school? Where we at when we hit to Atlanta?
When I first came to Atlanta, I was 6th grade / 7th grade. The reason why I say / 7th grade, I had missed some months of school before I came to Atlanta. So by the time I came, and you know, in New York is advanced. So with my age and everything, they put me back in the 6th grade.
When you got to Atlanta or when you got to New York?
When I got to Atlanta, they put me back in the 6th grade because of my age. Like it was wild. Like it's like my age. At my age, I was not supposed to be in the 7th grade yet. But shout out to Miss Holloway, right? She was one of the teachers at the school, and she knew my situation. So she had put me in an after school program to put me back in my shit, even though with all of that. But yeah, it was middle school. I came down here, and then I did a year, and then I went back, and then I came back to Atlanta freshman year high school.
Gotcha. Fire, man. That's the shit. So yeah, man. So you'd have had a long journey now. So what was your first big stage that you remember?
Like just performing or battling? Because I was performing before. I actually had a record deal before. I had a record deal when the first time I came to Atlanta. I had a record deal. I had the same lawyer as Lil Jon.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the same lawyer as Lil Jon, and I was signed to Fantasy Records. It was somebody that we knew had a record label. I had signed to them, and he had the same lawyer named Vince as Lil Jon that was working over there at TVT. So Vince was going to bring, it was me and my brother. He was going to bring us to TVT. And in the middle of that transition, we ended up working with in the middle of that transition, I think Lil Jon went bankrupt around that time. So TVT, it was over. So then we had, we went and started messing with this other dude. I forgot the name of the label we was with, but we was real tight. And I'm real tight with his son to this day. Rest in peace, Tino. He died recently a couple months ago. But yeah, yeah, rest in peace. But we was doing shows. We was doing, we performed with P.D. Pablo when P.D. Pablo was hot. We opened up for P.D. Pablo.
Word. So this before battle rap.
It's before battle rap.
That's crazy.
See that? That's something that people don't know nothing about.
That's what I mean. That's why we like doing this.
That's why we like going down the history, man. Because everybody gonna ask you what you got coming up and what you got doing.
Yeah, but
and we're gonna get to that. But we like to know the journey, man. The journey, most important.
It's a lot of history, man. I mean, I ask the right questions. It's a lot. I don't want to get into. Me just start rambling and shit. So I will answer all y'all questions to the fullest.
Word. I know that bring back a lot of memories, so you probably could go in a lot of different directions.
Yeah. Because it'll explain, how I move the way I move now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because I've seen so much and done so much, and a lot of shit it doesn't move me. Like I'm not big on fame. And because fame is popularity, and the truth be told, like I told you, I've been popular all my life. It got to a point where it's like I don't be wanting the attention sometimes, like you know what I mean. So it gets a little weird, you know what I mean. It gets a little weird.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I could dig it, man. Having that attention all that time, sometimes you want to get out the spotlight. Yeah, I mean, chill for a minute.
Like everything you do, somebody watching. You know what I mean? Everything.
Critiquing.
Trying to say about everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't get into the gossip. I don't get into nobody's business. I don't like nobody in my business.
Yes, all of that. Maybe somebody said to us one time, "Y'all just trying to be famous." I said, "Never that. That's not something you run to. You don't run to that. Not if you got any wisdom. Not if you got any head on your shoulders."
That's fire. Now, so what do you think about battle rap from back then when you started to now? Like, I mean, so we went through the era of street rap where niggas pull up on the block, you feel me? You don't have pre-prepared raps. You don't know who you battling. Well, you may know who you battling, but...
You definitely got pre-prepared raps.
But it's not directed necessarily toward an individual because you don't know who you're going to pull up on. You dig? And so from then, pulling up on the block to now, internet, caffeine, you feel me? What's the... Is it pluses, minuses? How you feel about it? How you feel about the whole change?
It's pluses and minuses. You know what I mean? The pluses is the reach that you got now. The pluses is the the notoriety, the big stages, and the bag. You know what I mean? We're not gonna avoid the money is there.
Drop a bomb on
but
that.
the problem is, you know what I'm saying? When the money starts getting involved, right? The essence goes.
Do I not say that all the time?
The essence.
Do I not say that's one of the major things that's wrong with battles today? Is this don't just because I feel this way don't make it true, but I always say, when you know how battlers be approaching, if you doing it for the bag, you won't be. I don't feel like you'll be there long. But if you're doing it for the hunger and for the love of the sport, that's what's going to secure your spot and give you that longevity. That's my opinion.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And not only that, when you're doing it for the bag, 9 times out of 10, you're not getting your best performances.
Exactly.
Right. Different inspiration. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, you're not getting it because when you're doing it for the bag, there's no motivation. You're getting your deposit, you're going to get your back in regardless.
Right.
There's no nothing. You know what I mean? When you're doing it for respect, you're actually going in there trying to get some fucking respect. So that preparation is a little different. It's like you ain't even worried about the money. It's like because it went from, you know, when we used to, in the beginning, when we used to get calls for battles, and I'm pretty sure every top 10 battle rapper could attest to this. When we used to get calls for battles, soon as we get off the phone, we writing bars. Soon as you get off the phone, we writing bars or thinking about already. You know, it's an excitement. You fast forward a couple years later, now, you know, we get off the phone, we waiting for the deposit, we waiting for the contract. You know? And on top of that, we might spend the fucking whole deposit before we start writing. Then once we get rid of the money, then we realize, damn, the battle coming up. Oh, I gotta be prepared for it to get the rest of my bread now. So now this is why you get the niggas preparing with 2 weeks left, a week left, because they done balled out. They got the money. They doing it for the money, and they got the money, so the focus is not the same. You know what I mean? So that's always been my motto, that I never battle for the money. And the times where I had that mindset, like this is for the bag, it was never my best performance. It was never, not once. You know what I mean? So
it seemed like that will mess your inspiration up. Like if you focus only on the bag, like you're not focused on the talent that God gave you. You focus on, let me get this paper. You know what I'm saying? So I can see how that could mess up the performance too. You know what I'm saying? But while we on performance, I'm gonna sneak this one in. You know what I'm saying? Without naming no names, what you think about if you claiming an elite pin? What you think about? You know what I'm saying? Niggas plagiarizing these days. Like, what's our thoughts on that? I'm gonna sneak it in. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't say no name. I just want to sneak that in. Like plagiarism is a big thing these days. You heard it?
Here's the fucked up thing though. Plagiarism been a thing.
Right.
It been a thing. Niggas been doing that. It's been like a lot of times, like before, battle rappers, I know battle rappers personally. I ain't gonna say no names.
Right.
They used to watch up and coming battles that people are not watching like that.
I always wondered if that happened. I used to.
Come on, like we watch how many battles, right? How many times we hear the same references all the time, but it'll be switched up into something else. Like it ain't the same exact thing.
But it's almost the same.
The references. That's still technically plagiarism. Yeah. It's still because the idea didn't come from you. That's not, you know what I mean? You seen somebody else say something and said, oh, well, I could do it better.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to be influenced by an idea, right? But it's something totally different to take exact phrases, pockets, words, and make it your own. You feel me? I mean, because that's what rap is. We all influenced by what came before us, and that's how rap kind of progresses and builds on itself. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think that it's kind of blown up when niggas who claim to have the best pen and this, that, and the third, and then you find out, hey, maybe the best pen is using some cheat codes. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Some of the best pens been in battle rap groups. So where's the
what's your thoughts on this battle rap group thing? I mean, so
I was hurt when I found. I ain't gonna hold you.
We didn't have battle rappers come on here and admit
and say we in a writing circle,
right? Writing circles and saying that those who ain't doing it is at a disadvantage. So I mean, how do you feel about that?
Saying that's why people lost battles,
right? And I ain't talking about niggas. You know what I mean, giving you an idea. I'm talking about niggas giving you straight bars.
I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of common sense, man. What else are you joining a battle rap group for?
Except to get bars.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you jump, what would be the benefits of a battle rap group? What are the benefits of a battle rap group?
I mean, other than clout, some people like the clout of the group. Like maybe gun titles might be the clout thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of gun titles.
I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't with all of that group shit either. We from the old school, John. We've been watching battle rap since '99.
I'm with you. I ain't joined no battle rap group.
I know. I'm sorry. I mean, no disrespect, but that's just how we feel. We stuck in our. We old. We stuck in our way.
Yeah, but the clout is definitely a part of it. You know what I mean? But and all in all, if you want to join a battle rap group, that's like joining a gang. Why would you join a gang? You need help. You need backup. You need support. You need something. You're obviously looking for something.
Something.
You have to be looking for something. And then if I have a battle rap group, right? And somebody's in a battle rap group.
That don't even sound right, a battle rap group.
I'm doing a disservice if I don't make sure the people in my group is not on their shit before they get into a battle.
Because they representing you at the end of the day.
True.
Exactly. So we all gotta get together and make sure this shit is right.
Wow, yo.
It's not always niggas just writing bars. It's not always that. It's not like you got 5 niggas sitting down. Yo, you come up with one round. You come up with this.
Right.
You come up with this. We going. It's not that. It's not that at all. Like sometimes niggas will write on their own.
Right.
And then they would probably, let them hear it. Then they'll critique. But in the midst of that, you never know. Somebody might,
you should have said it like this.
Some bars. Yo, you battling a nigga. You battling real name Brandon or something. And I thought of a bar, Brandon flip. Send that to you. Yo, hey, you can use this. Because throughout my career, there's been battle rappers that gave me bars a lot of times. But I've never used them. I never used them. For one,
if you
I didn't want nobody to come.
You don't want nobody coming back saying,
say they gave me bars.
Right.
So
eventually, they gonna tell it.
I was so big on that. There's been a few times somebody gave me bars or references that I was already planning on using. But the fact that they didn't know that and they gave me like that, but I can't use it now, even though I had it already. I can't use it because they will be convinced that they gave it to me. And I don't know these battle rappers like that to know that I could trust everyone that hit my line that I'm on the phone with. I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't know each other like that back then.
Just knew each other through battle rap, so you can't really trust a nigga for real. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody trying to come up off the next man. Some niggas getting close to you just to probably get you out of here. Take your spot. You know what I mean? So
you get a lot of that, a lot of hate, like niggas try to get close just so they can climb up above you type shit. You see that? I'm sure. I could dig it. I could dig it, man. Well, that's what's up, man. So battle rap groups, right in circles, we don't condone that. You know what I'm saying? We don't jack that.
I'm sorry, just,
I mean, if that's it.
I'm not sorry. Really sorry. Not sorry.
Hold on. I'm not gonna say that I'm just so against it. It's not my thing.
It's not your thing. It's not my thing.
It's not
my thing. Let me say that too.
We in a sport where it's entertainment. You know what I mean? So if people want to get together and help out, that's cool. But how much respect are you trying to get if you needed a team to do this as an individual? How much respect do you want? If you don't want the respect and you just want to, okay, cool. Just like we got hip hop niggas going platinum with a team of writers.
That is,
awards and shit, like they still considered top selling artists. You know what I mean? Drake got exposed for having a ghostwriter. Right. He got the most Billboard awards right now.
That's a fact.
So he still get credit for being a top artist, but it's like I don't know.
I'm sorry, it makes me listen differently. Like when I found out Consequence was pinning all that shit for Kanye, it's hard to once you hear something you can't unhear that shit. It's hard to listen the same.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
I mean, you still like it and appreciate it, admire it, whatever, but it's different though.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact. Well, let's talk about this. There's a topic came up in the spaces, especially. We be in and out the spaces, and I see y'all started a little spaces thing with the bullpen, right? But the question was, what constitutes a legend? And your name came up. I don't know if you was kind of in tune to that, but what do you think constitutes a legend in this thing? And do you feel like you're a legend in this thing?
He'll never say.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Yeah, definitely. That's not even nothing that I would even argue with anybody because it'll make no sense. Like to try to have somebody argue that I'm not a legend, they would literally be reaching and they will show their dislike for me personally.
That's some hate shit, right?
Yeah, just, all you gotta do is just listen to anybody that say I'm not a legend. Just ask them why and just listen to their reasoning. It's somewhere along the lines, it's gonna get into a personal reason. It's gonna get into a personal reason. But when you talk about groundwork and impact and what you mean, because it's like when a legend is when you talk about battle rap or any sport, certain names has to come up.
Have to, right?
Oh, bro.
They have to come up. You know what I mean? And that's when I got to a point. That was my whole thing in battle rap. I was driven by, you know what? At least when it's all said and done, can nobody mention battle rap without mentioning John and Don?
Can't do it.
You can't. That is true now.
Once I was convinced of myself that I've done enough for that, it was like the drive was a little different. The drive was a little different. Then I started looking at it more, for the money. And once I started realizing that's what my mindset was, I was planning my break from there on. Like it's like, you know what? I need to do something. Let me get some other shit in line. So therefore I don't have to rely on battle rap money. So therefore I wouldn't be battling for money. So the next time I battle, it won't be for the money. It's because I want to actually battle. You know what I mean? And that's where you get your
talent.
The best performances.
Well, this is what I want to do, right? At this time, I want to introduce the mayor, right? This is Terrell.
Excuse me, mommy.
You know what I'm saying? He is the mayor of Married to the Bars. He keeps our chat in order. You feel me? He is the goon of the chat. You feel me? Salute, Mayor. What's up with you, brother? He one of the goons. That's a fact. And he knows how to break. Hear me? Yeah. You clear. And go ahead, talk your shit.
You know, here I'm Married to the Bars. Well, first of all, what's up, John, man?
Salute.
Pleased to meet you.
Terrell is in your chat always.
Yeah, Terrell. The first battle I ever seen of yours in its entirety was you versus Bill Collector. I'm gonna come back to that later.
That was the first one? Okay.
Here on Married to the Bars, we like to run it back sometimes.
Facts.
That songs, discussions, whatever. So I just want to drop something on y'all. I'm getting the feeling that the vibe y'all putting off is that group is alright, but it's kind of like a crutch.
It's a crutch.
Am I right on that?
Definitely.
Can I persuade y'all even a little bit by saying, aren't most of our greats in battle raps part of the groups or were part of groups, and some of the motherfuckers part of multiple groups at the same damn time?
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I mean that's a fact, but not all of the greats. And then you gotta think.
Not all of them.
The greats, and Rum Nitty, once he started making a name, like an official name for himself in battle rap, it was around the time when groups started getting hot. It became the it thing around that time. That's when you had writer's block and all of this other shit, and then we don't know the reasons behind that. See, Rum Nitty could be a nigga that could be targeted. Like groups want him with them. You see what I'm saying? So he may not be the nigga that's looking for a group, but groups they're going and if he's being presented with an opportunity to be in a group, he's probably weighing out his options on how would it benefit him. And so it's not always about like that type of shit. But even then, what you agree to do in a group, you obviously feel like this group will give you something that you can't get on your own. So with that being said, that's a crutch.
Okay.
I mean, that's a crutch.
But
but the greats are the great. Not to cut you off, but the greats are the greats, regardless. But when you join a group, it kind of takes away because you're leaving room for people to speculate. You see what I'm saying? Like perception is the thing. Truth don't matter in battle rap. The truth doesn't matter. It's perception. Like it's perception. So
when we talk about personals and all that, like it don't matter if it's true or not. It's about
hell no. Hell no, man. There's been total angles on me that's been complete lies, and people will react to it. And it got to a point where at first it used to bother me, but now it doesn't because I understand. I grew. It's like I know these just battle rap angles, and it's that's what it's gonna be. Like if it's gonna stick, it's gonna stick. You know what I mean? You can't get caught up in that. You could come up with all the proof, whatever, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like even with Surf now, right? Surf. They call Surf a snitch for years. They call Surf a snitch for years. That's an angle that people will keep bringing up. Some way, somehow, they will poke at it. Nobody's seen paperwork on this man. Nobody's seen paperwork on this man. But they had paperwork on Ali Boom immediately.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if there's no paperwork on Surf, how is this angle still good? A-Verb Mom being a dyke. A-Verb Mom is not a dyke.
He was just talking about that recently. Like, yeah, they keep using the same angle. My mom is not a dyke.
Mom is not a dyke. But it's an angle. It's gonna
I don't like angles.
It's gonna go. Like it's like there. Like I don't like.
It's weird to me too. Them fake angles, man. Especially when it's like damaging to a nigga. You feel me? And I guess it's all about moments these days. You know, niggas want to have that moment in the building. But when you go back and research it and find out the nigga was full of bullshit, to me, it's like
it takes
away from them bars.
It can't. It shouldn't though. It shouldn't though. Even though I say truth should matter, it shouldn't, because if you're gonna take away for fake personals,
right, you
got to take away for fake threats.
That's a good point.
It's all lies. Like it's all like
ain't nobody shooting nobody.
Ain't nobody shooting nobody.
Right,
Niggas,
right.
I got the pole on me right now.
And like I had your girl and all that.
Yeah. Like you got to take away it all. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. It's like we gotta treat battle rap like we watching a movie or something.
Yeah,
it's entertainment. That's a fact.
A lot of shit is scripted. So even though I say like a lot of these angles is fake and the personals is fake, I don't think it should take away when you're judging a battle. It's about who is better, who is more, creative, putting it together. Like, you know what I mean? So that's my perspective on that.
So I mean, do you think that if you ain't living that life, you shouldn't rap about it, or you think that's still the entertainment factor? Like, I mean,
still entertainment factor. Still entertainment factor. You got people in movies that's playing gangsters all the time.
That's a fact.
Grew up in the suburbs. Both parents, they've been grounded more than they've been outside. You know what I mean? But they played one hell of a gangster. Played one hell of a gangster.
That's a good question, Till. Why is it that in battle rap, outside of any other musical genre, any other form of entertainment, we lightweight expect you to be about what you're saying?
Nah, but then we get mad. We get mad though if niggas do actually
let me
go stab a nigga.
Let me tell you why that is though, because the origins of battle rap,
the streets,
when it was on the street,
right?
Like 9 times out of 10, the niggas that was saying that was probably
really about that life, yeah.
So them battles, like it could pop off at any given moment. Even in the beginning, when battle rap started getting organized, it was certain people that people didn't want to battle because it could, like Math. In the beginning, niggas was scared to battle Math, not so much on skill. It's because of how he carried himself. It could pop off at any given time. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It ain't enough money in it right now for niggas to say, fuck my pride. I got a bag to go get. At that time, it was a little different. You know what I mean? Now it's entertainment. Now you got, Sharon, niggas like Sharon. You know what I mean? It's comfortable to get in anybody's face and talk about shooting them and doing all of this other shit in bars, and people will go crazy because it's creatively put together. So I think in the beginning, it was like that because battle rapping actually started from the streets to actually battle. Now anybody can do it. Now it's like, it's whatever.
I ain't mad at that. You feel me? Like, I know in the beginning, yeah, like you said, from the streets, if you come up there, you talk what you about. But now it's like, it is an entertainment thing. It is like a Sylvester Stallone ain't really Rambo type shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? Nigga just acting. You know what I mean? But, so I mean, it's definitely pluses and minuses to the way shit has evolved.
But if they execute it well, when for you to even say that, we see Sylvester Stallone as Rocky, as Rambo. That's what we see him as, because he executed it well.
Yeah, because you're acting well. You're doing you playing your part. You know what I mean?
Wesley Snipes is Nino Brown, man.
Yeah, he's gonna always be. Yeah, Cameron gonna always be.
Tupac, Juice.
Yeah.
They kind of took on that persona.
Cameron gonna always be Alpo to me.
Yeah. That's fire though, man. I like the progression, man. We used to have a saying around here, bars over everything. Riggs, I see you, what up? Yeah, I'm saying we used to have a thing over here, bars over everything. And I still say bars over everything, but everything else is still a factor. Like performance, aggression, XYZ might not come over bars, but it's still a factor. Especially when you're talking about entertainment. You know what I mean? So I salute.
That's one of the problems I have with today's battle rap. I feel like a lot of shit is being credited more than the bars. A lot of times I feel like bars became like the afterthought of
take
battle.
A back seat to performance and XYZ.
Everything. Like it took a back seat to everything. It took a back seat to narrative. It took a back seat to politics. It took a back seat to image. It took a back seat to believability. It took a back seat to everything. Bars is it's sad to say, like, but that's what it is. When it became more entertainment than rap,
right?
It's like, come on, like
That's heartbreaking, John, for me, because the bars is what brought us here, not the performances.
The bars.
Bars is what made us see a battle and then, where can I find more of this shit?
Yeah, that's the rap part. Battle rap. That's the rap part. That's the most important. But if we could watch a battle and agree that one person clearly, got better bars, but the other motherfucker is just outperforming this person. The crowd is going crazy. The crowd is yelling 3-0 for the performer, and we sitting there, and you got people online. Some people online that's going to listen to the bars and say something different, but the consensus is going to go with the performer every time.
That's so
every time.
That's sad.
That's crazy.
Every time you got to worry about how you deliver the bars. You got to worry about, how you saying it, how you do it. It ain't about what you saying, it's how you say it, and that lets you know that bars took a back seat. If it ain't what you saying, but how you saying it, that means bars is the after.
So I mean, is that a testament to the fans or to the battlers though? In other words, like, have the battlers changed the atmosphere of what we looking for, or is it because we got new fans that's looking for something different?
I don't think it's not one group to blame. It's just part of growth. You know what I mean? It's just growth. Battle rap is getting bigger and it's growing. There's more eyes on it. It's people getting into it that act like they know what's really going on, but they want to pretend like they really know what's going on. You know what I mean? So some people will really react to something that they think is dope, but not even understand the bar because how they said it. Then the person next to them reacting and shit like that. Like, come on, man. I remember watching Loaded Lux on his return, Summer Madness 2. I'm in the crowd. Like, if anybody ever been to a big battle rap event that I've battled at, every single big event that I've battled at, I eventually watch some battles from the crowd. It's part of me doing my homework. It's part of me connecting with the fans, and I want to see that perspective, like, as a fan. But I remember Summer Madness 2, and I'm watching Lux. And Lux, he's rapping, and everybody is going crazy. This is me. I don't know a word this man is saying. So I don't know what he's saying. How the fuck there's 3,000 people in here understand what he's saying?
I can't wait till we get to the battle rap terminology since he's saying
it took for it to come out on YouTube for me to watch it and be like, oh, nah, he was bugging out. He was saying some shit. But it was no way the people in the building could keep up what was going on. If I couldn't, like,
and you used the bars since a little kid,
right?
No way. You know what I'm saying? So that just, that taught me something right then and there. I ain't gonna lie. I had my cousin with me. I remember like Lux at a bar, and my cousin just went crazy. So my brother was with me too. So I look at my brother. I'm like, yo, what'd he say? He was like, I don't even know. We both looked at my cousin. We both looked at my cousin like, yo, what'd he just say? My cousin was like, he said, I don't know. That shit's hard. I said, what?
He said, I don't know, but that shit was hard.
Oh no, that shit was hard. I said, what? Nah, we asking everybody over there, like, what is? Nobody knew.
Nobody knew, but it
Nobody
just sounded
knew.
fire though.
Sounded fire. Sounded fire. Man.
But let's get back to the chronology, right? So, when did you go from battle rapping to actually starting a league, and what made you make that decision?
There was a few things that went into play. For one, I knew I didn't want to battle forever. I knew that. But even with me saying that, it's like, okay, so if I don't battle, what else am I going to be doing? How am I going to be contributing to the culture? Because this is a culture that I didn't want to leave, of course. You know what I mean? Like, I got love for it. I got to, so it was like
the allure.
Yeah, it's like, so it was almost like a how could I pay it forward? Like, if once I'm established, what could I do? But before that, I actually they reached out to me. They was at this time they was branching off, and I'm talking about URL. They had URL West, and they wanted to do URL South. So they contacted me to if I was interested in running URL South. Oh, and in the midst of the conversation, of course, I get the call. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm with it. Let's do it. Like, I got ideas. Like, it's lit. You know what I mean? So I get off the phone. I'm thinking of a bunch of ideas on how we could do shit. And then one thing just came to my mind. It's like, you know what?
You can do this for yourself.
Not that, but it was, you know what? This is not mine. I don't have control over this. So any idea that I come up with, I got to get the okay for it. Not only that, I can't make certain promises to the battlers if, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the one that got the last say so. So I could put together a whole vision, and it could easily get deterred if I talk to one of them and they don't agree with it. If they don't see my vision ain't shit. So why would I put my vision into something that's not mine? That was my whole mindset. So then when I told her, I said, you know what? I respectfully decline. I don't, and it hasn't been on URL South. It didn't. So, but in the midst of me thinking of ideas and shit, it took a year. Like, after I declined, to where I was like, you know what? Let me just start my own league. I got the ideas. I got the vision for it. So, so that's how we got into that. So, like, let me start a league and let's see what's going from here.
I mean, what was your mind? Do you think that influenced you to do that, or was your mind kind of already on that? Like, did that call make you start your wheel start turning on that?
Yeah, it did. I'm not even gonna lie, it did, because I'm thinking of ideas for URL South. I'm immediately jumping into, this is my position, this is what we're doing. Okay, and I started thinking of shit, and I knew I didn't want things to be
altered.
I didn't want things to be the same. I wanted something different. You know what I mean? I wanted to establish a different type of identity for battle rap. If you look at the beginning years of Bullpen, like even with Bullpen, everything we've done, I still feel like I haven't executed my vision how I wanted to execute it, because there's certain things in place that I can't do. Like, I'm not a video editor. You know what I mean? Like, I can't edit shit how I want it to be edited.
You got a vision in your mind of how you want the video to look.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it was a lot. But if you look at the beginning of Bullpen, we was playing with the graphics a lot. You know what I'm saying? We was playing with the graphics a lot because I wanted the people to be entertained by watching it. Like, you see,
like you watching the production.
Exactly. Like mini movies or music videos. That was my idea. I even had an idea like to make it like lyric videos. You see some Bullpen battles where there's words popping up,
and we appreciate that
on it too, because if you see the words that people saying it, when you see the words as people saying it, you will get the bar wordplay right then and there. So, and it was almost to teach fans too. So the fans that's watching and they hear a bar and they don't get it, at least they could read it and see what's going on. You know what I mean? So it was little shit like that, and I'm like, all right, well, I can't tell URL that they should edit their battles a different way. How I'm going to tell them to do that?
Creative control. You feel me?
And that matters.
Creative control.
Well, if you need a captioner over there, nigga type faster than motherfucker. So
he type about 80 words a minute for real. That's real talk.
Nigga for hire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to that, man. Go ahead, bro.
Let me piggyback on that league owner question real quick. I'm gonna ask it from a different angle.
Okay.
I know people always ask it one way. Being that you are a league owner and your league has a name, So being that way, does that make people deal with you differently when they book you?
Ooh.
Good question.
I wouldn't say that they deal with me differently, because they will reach out, but you know how I will carry out that conversation. I'm almost positive it'll be very different than them talking to any other battle rapper. You know what I mean? But yeah, nah. When they reach out, I mean, probably. I can't speak for them. You know what I mean? Like, I can't speak for what their mind is. Like, yo, you know what? I'm about to hit John up. I gotta watch what I say. Like, I can't really. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think with URL in some cases, I feel like yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's been by me having my own platform gives me a lot of leverage. You know what I mean? By me having my own platform gives me a lot of leverage. So, you know, these conversations, they can't, any league owner can't talk to me how they would talk to the average battle rapper because I understand a lot of things that they may or may not understand yet. You know what I mean? So the conversations will be a little different. That's a great question though.
How about this from the other side? Do you ever have? And I'm pretty sure you don't deal with it, but how many times has one of your battlers came to you and be like, "Yo, you on that card, man? Come on, you got to get me over there with you. Come on, man." How many times that happened?
A lot. Every time I go to a battle, every time, man. Every time. John, what's up? When you gonna book me? Why you ain't? I got people in battle rappers that I'm really cool with, that I've really got genuine love for, that I still haven't booked. And it ain't that, because bullpen is not politic driven. I'm not gonna book people because I'm cool with them or for whatever reason. It gotta be a reason. First of all, it gotta make sense for one of the battlers. Whoever it's like it gotta be different. Like, so let's say a battler come to me and say they want to battle some random person, and they put the work in on bullpen to say, yo, I want this person. Like, I would be excited if they say I want the person that I'm cool with. Oh, I can't wait to go give them this bread. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm not just going to throw that on because I'm big on, I tell the bullpen battlers this. Look, if you're not feeling the battle that I present you with, it's okay to say no. Because I'd rather you not do it if you don't want to do it.
Give a mediocre,
not do it. Then you do it and not want to do it, and then you'll give a performance
that reflects that. Yeah.
You always regret taking that, and then it's my fault. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of times battlers won't say no to any opportunity that they are given because they feel like that's the only opportunity they got.
What advice? We got a lot of up and coming battlers on this show. You have sent probably in the chat right now. They trying to take every battle that come along, any offer that comes. What advice would you give them starting off? Like
in the beginning, yeah. I mean, in the beginning, yeah, because you're not doing it for the look. In the beginning, don't worry about the look because a lot of these battles that you take in the beginning is going to be forgotten about. A lot of them, you know what I mean? And it is, of course, it's not going to be your best performances because it's the beginning.
Right.
So the more battles you take in the beginning, what you're doing is you're building up your experience. You building up your experience, you're building up your confidence, and you learning yourself more. But it's like it's not on a microscope. You don't want to be learning yourself on a big platform while everybody is watching you go through the motions. At least you could go through the motions, like, you know what I'm saying? When like with these up and coming leagues, as you getting your shit right, and then you making your rounds, so people are knowing you in all of these small cities that you hit, and wherever they being familiar with you. So by the time you actually make a name for yourself, they will tell your story for you. Yo, we seen him when he came here and he did this. I remember, you know what I'm saying, when John was battling over here, I remember this and that. So I think in the beginning, it's just better to take the battles that you can take. Don't just take everything that come, but take as many as you can to get your experience up, I would say, for the first 2 or 3 years. And then when you actually find yourself, that's when you start strategizing. Once you get that big break battle, because you need that big break battle, the one that everybody sees. Once they see that and judge you for, then you got to strategize how you move.
What was you remember yours? Your big break battle?
Big break battle.
That kind of separated, yeah.
I think it was definitely on Grind Time. It might have been when I battled Bricks. And
okay. Bricks Belvy.
And I think that was my break battle because it made World Star.
Yeah,
And that was the first battle from Grind Time, Georgia, to make World Star. So it made World Star when we wasn't expecting it to make World Star, and it was a 1-round battle. You know what I mean? And I think after that, people started tagging me to Norbs and shit like that. And they was like, yo, y'all gotta get him over here and this and that. And you know, it was still politics in the beginning, of course, but that was the one. You know what I mean? And I remember one day Lou Will text me. I know Lou Will, the NBA player, right?
Yeah.
He texted me like 3 a.m. one day. And he was like, yo, Meek is in there. I think Meek was over his house. He was like, yo, Meek is in there going crazy watching you and this nigga right now.
What?
Yeah, he's like Meek in there going crazy. I'm like, word? Like, I'm texting him like this 3 a.m. I'm like, word, that's lit, that's flavor. Like, and I think then after that, you know, people was kind of knowing me, and I think my other battle that made World Star might have been Sid Vicious. And I remember around that time, I spoke to Hollow around that time, and you know, me talking to Hollow, and Hollow was giving me a lot of, you know, giving me flowers and shit, like basically like, yo, you got it, you keep this energy up, you know, you never know, like, you know what I mean? And that was a big thing for me, you know what I mean? I know who Hollow was, like, you know what I mean? I was watching all of these niggas. Now it's like, now they on my phone now, I'm doing something right. They tapping in, like, you know, it's something.
Well, how I feel though when your idols become your rivals though, that's deep right there.
I mean, no disrespect to Hollow, but he was never my idol. Like, I never looked at Hollow like
aspire to be him type shit.
Yeah, I never looked at him like he was just like one of the. I respected his handle. I respected how people respected him. I respected his skill. I seen his skill. I'm like, he's, even to this day, I do think Hollow is crazy. I do think Hollow is one of the GOATs. But I never looked at Hollow as like, yo, you know what I mean? Like I can't say I looked at any battle rapper like that, to be real with you. It might have been the competitor in me. I can't say I looked at any battler like that, but it's definitely surreal a lot of times now where the people that I was watching that I had a lot of respect for, and you could throw Hollow in there. The times, you know, I spoke to him, like, you know, me and Hitman being close friends, you know, me and Clips being close friends, me and Arsenal being close friends, me and, you know what I mean? And like, I still, like, to this day, like, I still cherish, you know, having these people to reach out to me. I don't get comfortable and think, oh, these niggas is nobody now, because I'm with them now. And I think that's why they respect me too, because it's not like I'm not really in competition with you. I still got respect for y'all. Y'all still them niggas to me. Like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna take away because y'all calling my phone, but it makes me more confident in myself if they asking me my opinion on certain shit. If they, you know what I mean? Like they, you know, they teamed up with Charlie Clips and Hitman. How the fuck that happened?
We just watched that joint. Yeah, we just.
But niggas want to leave you. But they want to leave you out the legend conversation. They ain't gonna just team up with just anybody.
My point exactly.
They ain't gonna team up just anybody.
That's how you end that conversation.
Yeah,
that's how you end
battle rap legend. If John and Don is a legend.
Yeah.
Find a battle rap legend to say John and Don is not a legend, and then you will have at least you will have some, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off of, but they would not say that, you know. Right. They don't that convince me.
Yeah, as my mother puts it, you gotta consider the source, and that's a good. That's a good point.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
now this is a question from the chat, right? And it's kind of bouncing around a little bit, but they want to know how it felt your first big stage or your first big opponent that you remember. I mean, what was the jitters like? You know what I mean? Or you felt
were
like
there
any? Or you felt like you was born to do this? Yeah, like how that felt? Do you remember?
Honestly, I would be more nervous the night before.
Before the battle, as opposed to right then and there.
And then it's.
I go through the motions in my head. I play out everything that could happen. Like it gets nerve. Like it's like my nerves get worked up. Like, oh man, like it's just. And I think by the time that they get here, it is what it is. I'm here now. But I've always been confident and ready to rap. Like I told y'all, you know, every school I was going to, it doesn't matter. I can't wait for y'all to hear what the fuck I got. Like I was that confident. You know what I mean? Especially 15, 16. I felt like it was nobody that was rapping as good as me at that age. You know what I mean? That's how I was feeling until, you know, I started running into more people that was actually fire. But that was my mindset, though. It was just like, there's no way. So a lot of people ask me about the Hitman battle. How did I feel up there, right? And it's crazy. So Hitman goes first,
right,
and he's shaking the room. He's going wild, right? So, and me being the rookie nigga up there on this big stage, thousands of people, you would just assume or to think just, oh, he's nervous. Oh, even Hitman to this day, he say that. He say, yo, I tried to kill you. I thought you was going to choke. And at first, I tried to kill you. But my mindset is while he's rapping, I'm listening to what he's saying. And in my head, the shit that he's saying is not better than what I got. So every time people are going crazy for what he's saying, it gave me more confidence in a weird way. Because I'm like, all right, if y'all going crazy for that shit,
right,
wait till y'all hear this shit.
Wait till you hear this.
So it didn't make me nervous. It made me more comfortable. And that's how you got that performance like that. People thought I was going to get wild.
Would you compare it to like sports? Like I got a lot of sports history, man. Basketball, football, and I know especially football. Like when you get out there on that field, basketball too. You kind of the crowd goes away, all the nervousness goes away. You zoned in on what you got at hand. Would you say like battle rap kind of same thing? You get on that stage and you lock in.
Same exact way.
Yeah. That's fire.
I just tune everything out, man. I just tune everything out. In the beginning, I used to tune my opponents out. I'm not even listening to what you're saying because I don't want to give a reaction to nothing. I don't want it to. I'll tune you all the way out. Sometimes I might even be going over my round in my head while you spitting your shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's what I be doing because you ain't about to say nothing to throw me off.
That's the smartest thing to do. You know what I mean?
I gotta
focus on the task at hand because you might hear something they say and might throw you completely off. But some cats got that rebuttal game and they got to hear everything they say. But I don't know. I feel like I throw me fuck off.
That's how I feel.
That's fire though, man. So bullpen, right? So who's the major players in bullpen right now for those that ain't been keeping up? What names would you say top 5 bullpen right now? Or if you want to name more, that's fine too.
Yeah, I go off because we got the the bullpen Facebook group. We got our core fan base, and I spark up a lot of conversations to get their feedback because I'm aware if I say something, it'll be stamped. You see what I'm saying? Like if I say something, that's what it is. So to avoid that, because battle rappers got egos, and they will feel some type of way. So I would start the conversation and I will go off of the conversation. So therefore, when you come to me like, yo, I'm like, yo, this is what the people think. You got to convince them. You ain't got to convince. I'm listening to the people. I can't listen to y'all as battle rappers. I got to listen to the people because they the ones tuning in.
Oh, that's man.
So you basically echoing the consensus.
He feel that way, but mad people don't feel that way. I ain't gonna say who. Mad people don't feel that way though.
Nah. Yeah, so it's just it's to avoid the whole favoritism thing. Even though I get it now, like people say, oh, he was favored in Loso. He was. You gotta understand, man. Loso was a star from day one. Loso was a star from day one. Loso had the drive. I just gave him direction.
Right.
I wasn't in it. You know what I mean? I'm not writing this man rounds.
Right.
I'm not doing none of that. Like I'm not even proofreading his shit. Sometimes he'll let me hear his shit the day before a battle. You know what I mean? But it ain't like, yo, that man was a star. Like the way he carried himself and you know what I mean? So it's like I don't, but
and from what you just said earlier too, not to cut you off and forgive me, but what you said earlier about people sending you bars, like if you're not taking bars, you probably not giving bars. Like
no, I've been asked plenty of times to help.
I'm sure you've been asked to help.
I can't do it, and I tell people I can't do that. Like I'm too obsessive with my creation. I can't just give it to somebody. I can't just do that. Like, and then how is it going to work? Like, if I'm getting paid X amount of dollars, right? I'm going to write for an up and coming battle. That's the same work that I would be putting in for myself. For what? Like, it doesn't make sense. And then that's my creation to watch somebody else. Just like, I don't know. I can't do it. I don't know.
You know what? I just thought about something. I'm sorry. I just thought about something. But I was in your chat one time. This is kind of a couple months ago. I was in your chat one time. I don't remember the boy name. Matter of fact, we should, if it's available, whatever platform it's on, I'd like to play it before you leave. But you were telling the chat, I told y'all if y'all sent me some hot shit. See, I wasn't there when you made that announcement because I might have tried to sneak something in there. Yeah. But you told, but you told them y'all send me something. I told y'all I want bullshit, and then Dude sent something, and it was nice, and you collabed with him. Okay, so question for you: before you leave, not to do this to you. before you leave, I just started trying to pin something, and my thing is scheming. So I got a couple of schemes I want you to hear before you leave, and you tell me. This last one I wrote though is stupid, but I want you to the last one when I finish up and send it to you. Can you might
feedback.
Yeah. Just give me your feedback. I'm just gonna say that. Give me your feedback.
Do that.
Okay, we appreciate that.
We ain't gonna keep you too long. We know everybody's time is valuable, especially
we do,
with your schedule
appreciate
crazy.
You.
So,
forgive me.
You know what I'm saying? So, but but we definitely want to dive into just making sure everybody understand your path, your past, your future, what you got planned. But besides Loso though, who else would the fans, if you had to go from their perspective, what name you hear ringing?
Yeah, you got Loso. Of course, you got Bad News. Bad News. He actually has the most views on Bullpen, like the most viewed Bullpen battler.
Fire.
Clone, of course.
Okay.
D Flames.
D Flames.
D Flames. C Money. Super Black.
Okay.
It's a lot. You got the CNG Ty. We got the new up and comings. You got CNG Ty. He's a new face. You got 7J. He's a newer name.
Fire.
Some killers, man. Shout out to Elias. Elias making his way. Elias got some. Elias been doing this thing too.
Now I hear you was kind of paving the path with the intergender battles. Talk about that.
I mean, yeah. We did the first intergender event successfully. There was one that was booked, but it fell through, and it was like a bad look, or what? Like I don't know who tried to do it or what was what. You know what I mean? So of course I reached out to Debo and Babs and said, you know what? Let's do Bullpen versus Queen of the Ring. Let's not just make it an intergender. We didn't have no females. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, if we was to book male versus female battlers, we're booking Queen of the Ring battlers.
Right. I remember seeing 40 bars on the card. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So technically, I booked the girls, but then I also reached out to Debo and Babs, let them be a part of it, so at least they could put their stamp and imprint on it, so it don't look like we just, you know what I mean? Like, and then it made it a bigger thing. You know what I mean? Bullpen versus Queen of the Ring, which is actually the first covered.
Well, either one.
First event covered on Champion too. Shout out to Jay Black. Jay Black first episode was about Bullpen versus Queen of the Ring. So shout out to that. And it was his
first episode. Damn.
Yeah, the first Champion episode was about Bullpen versus Queen of the Ring.
Fire. Some history for y'all, man, in the chat that don't know. You heard it here first. You know what I mean? I probably ain't here first, but you heard it here. You hear me? Yeah, that's what's up. So what you got coming up, man? What's the Bullpen working on? I seen a couple cards coming out, or at least one in particular coming up. What's the word on that?
Yeah, definitely got Bullpen versus Battle Academy June 12th.
Seen that. June 12th? Oh, that's coming up soon. Okay.
June 12th. Oh, yeah, I'm ready to punish them.
They sparked that? You sparked that? I think I saw them spark that over there on the.
Nah, they sparked it. They sparked it for sure. They sparked it for sure. But people been reaching out to us for a long time to do league versus league. You know what I mean? And the reason why I ain't been doing it a lot like that is because I was still focusing on trying to build up the Bullpen battlers before we did that. It's some internal shit. They got to establish themselves within the league before we go, battle everybody outside. Like, so there's classes. So my whole thing is, if you come in with a class, if you really want to separate yourself from your class, you got to beat the best people in your class. Establish yourself then, right there. Then you can move on and do that. And the reason why I model, my process behind that, because it worked for me. So when niggas think I battled Hitman out of nowhere, it wasn't out of nowhere. When you got the people in my class, when you think about it, the hottest niggas in my class that was hotter than me, at least, was B Magic, Bill Collector, and QP. And I battled all 3 of them before I got the Hitman. And I was able to get that because I separated myself from my class. Why nobody else from my class was on Summer Madness? Why nobody else from my class touched Summer Madness until a couple Summer Madnesses later? You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to separate myself. Therefore, there's no argument. There's no politics involved. There's no. So I try to do that the same thing with bullpen. So when a lot of people asking, yo, John, I want to come to bullpen. Why you ain't bring me over here? Why you ain't bring me over here? Because for one, I'm not bringing nobody over. They're bringing themselves. I'll open the door. Here, I'm doing the tournament. I'm doing a tryout. I'm doing that. You got to show me you want to be here before I invest my time and money into you. I'm not going to do it just because you asked me to. I mean, yeah, so it's like that. So I got to focus on them. And it's a lot of battles that I haven't got a chance to really, you know what I mean, to mold like that. I don't give up on people. So it might be somebody that'll come over that people feel like is not as good yet. But everybody got potential to be great in battle rap. Everybody got potential to be great. So I'm not going to judge you off your first, second, or third battle. I'm going to judge you on your hunger, or how much you want to grow, how much you want to. You could be terrible, but you can have a hunger like, you know what, I don't care. I'm ready. That's what excites me because that's what's going to motivate me. You know what I mean? So I like to focus on us first before we everybody else. But yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. So when Stiz reached out about it, I got a lot of respect for Battle Academy, mainly based off of where they located, Philly. Like I respect the Philly rap. I respect the Philly rap. This is the chance for some of the bullpen battlers to represent bullpen, to wear that. How you gonna represent for real? Like, you know what I mean? This matters because we got somebody coming to our house. You know what I mean? And I don't think Battle Academy got enough competition to fuck with us, to be real. But we gonna we gonna see. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be in Atlanta, June 12th. June 12th. I'm working on I'm putting together a June 11th card as well. I'm putting together a June 11th card as well. We got something that we do called the Rec Room. It was actually the volume before volume. It's called the Rec Room. So yeah, I'm definitely, that's where the people that be talking shit and bullpen, they get the wreck off. We're gonna see what's up. It's gonna be in Atlanta. Oh, see, I gotta pull up there. It's only right. That's 2 days of an event, man. That's 2 days. Yeah, there you go. I gotta pull up, man. Yeah, I gotta pull up, man. And we got a big card that we doing for July as well. We're going back to the big room. It's like, if you realize bullpen do a big event every year. Every year bullpen got a big event. Every year. Like it's usually, the fades or shit like that. So yeah, we're gonna come back outside and show. We gotta represent. Everybody always say the Atlanta crowd is terrible. Yeah, the Atlanta crowd might be terrible, but the bullpen crowd
is different. Cause it's different.
It's
they used to be in there and around. They know what to expect.
They know what's going on.
Facts.
They know what's going on.
Bro, you had something, Mayor? You had a question?
Yeah, because I believe in synergy,
right?
And y'all kind of close in proximity. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Atlanta,
a fact.
Alabama.
That's a
kind of
fact.
close.
That's a fact.
Right?
Talk your shit.
And I mean, y'all's a media outlet.
Yeah, that's a fact. Talk. What you saying? Talk.
We'll call ourselves that.
Nah, we don't call ourselves media, but we definitely
a lot of shit. Cause we do so much more than that. But and I know he knows that. But I know where he going. I know where you going.
Where he going? I want to see where he going.
Well, I kind of know. I think I know. I don't know. Go ahead.
I kind of know.
I don't think I know.
Hold on. I'm a simple nigga. For real. I'm real simple.
Right.
I was watching something and I saw this dude with this beard, right? and he said he was married to the bars. That makes me think you motherfuckers is media. So,
oh, you talking Smack?
Smack!
Oh, Smack definitely gave us the drop. That was fire.
That was too fire. I still
what
can't
I'm saying
believe
is, since I'm the mayor and I like the politics stuff, we need to figure out a way so that we can get some correspondence going for these bullpen.
Interviews, bar breakdowns. The bar breakdown been a success.
Bar breakdowns is different.
They've been a success. They've been a success.
These people come out, they break it down.
The battler come on and talk us through their round. That shit is fire.
I would love to interview Clone. I would love to.
And Bad News.
Bad News, yeah.
That's easy. That's easy.
Bad News, all that.
That's easy.
I'm just saying.
Y'all have a permanent presence on here for real, on caffeine, and that's easy. I know you already do your caffeine thing, you know what I mean, but you be kind of just schooling niggas. But if you want a platform, for niggas to come up and talk that shit. That's what I asked
him when I DM. Please come over here and educate the people.
Yeah, that's our whole thing. That's our whole thing. Because we get a lot of new fans to battle rap, so we want to make sure they understand the double entendre, wordplay, XYZ. So that's the last thing we're gonna do is take you through some terms just to kind of see your perspective on them. And then I know Kill wants you to catch some of these schemes. But
the reason why we do this, John, is because we always having a conversation whenever there's an event put on, no matter who's putting it on. If we know about it, we trying to air it. And we have a bar scale that we made up, 1 through 5. Some shit is off the scale. And we were talking one day, we were breaking down, because we literally stopped the bars, well, what did that mean type shit.
Yeah.
And so when we were breaking the bars down, people kept saying it was gas, a lot of gas. All in the chat, the people in the Zoom was saying it was a lot of gas. So it was 5 people up here, 6 including us. We asked everybody what was gas. We got 5 different answers.
Yeah.
So here we are having conversations with each other in these chats, in these different streams, even standing next to each other at a battle. But we're not seeing the shit the same way, because what I'm thinking, everybody know what an angle is, or everybody know what a scheme, even a bar. Niggas got different definitions for bars. What is a bar?
Right.
And so we got to start having more conversations about what different people's perspective is on what a bar is, what gas is.
That's the curse side of battle rap being an opinionated sport.
Yes.
Everything is opinionated.
There's
not thing it gets down to what a bar is.
What is a bar?
Right. Different opinions. It's like there's no set. That's why judging is such an issue in battle rap.
Is there a wide divide in what the terminology means amongst top tier battle rappers? Do you guys all agree on what gas is? Do you all, or do you know? Have you had that conversation? Or do you all agree on what a bar is?
No. Everybody's gonna have their own perspective on everything. Like, what is a reach to some people is fire to others. You know what I mean? And it's just and it got to a point for me, with my opinion, when I give my opinion on certain shit, I started to give my opinion based off if somebody pulls it off. It could be like a bar or a word used in a way that I don't think it should be used, or whatever the fuck the case is. But at the end of the day, when you think about it, you're supposed to, battle rappers, you're supposed to be creative. You know what I mean? You don't gotta do the standard shit. You don't gotta do what everybody think is just standard to do. Use a word the same way everybody else is using it. Some people see things different. People got different accents too.
Yeah.
They can make certain words rhyme that somebody else in another region can't do it. Now, is that a reach? Because if I say it with my accent, it ain't going rhyme. Or it makes sense. But if they saying it with their accent, they get away with it. It's fire. So it's really all subjective. I think to eliminate, what a bar is, we got to give credit to if they pull it off or not. So it could be a bar that we think that's not that good, but hey, he pulled it off. He made it sound good. We can't go off of how we feel. He pulled this shit off. You know what I mean? So I think it's an opinionated sport. So until we realize, I don't know, it got to be set thing with the judging in battle rap. If there's not an official point system, but it's hard to be a point system because what are you going to give points to? Everybody got different opinion on what should be a point.
Right, that's a fact.
What should be the point? So we never going to agree on what's gas. We're never going to agree on what's a bar. We're never going to agree on what's hot. We're never not. When I say we never going to do it. I mean everybody. Right, everybody's not going to be on the same page about it because we all got our own eyes, our own ears, and our own perspective.
And that's why it's important for a nigga to be able to explain his perspective. You know what I mean? So other people can learn because your perspective might enhance what I'm seeing in the shit, and I might be like, damn, I ain't see it like that. You feel me? And so it might change how I watch the next battle. So that's why we always encourage battle rap conversation. Not know it was ass.
Yeah, it was ass and it was fire. We need more than I need more than that.
That's why we did the bar scale. We need more than ass and fire out here. Yeah, drop a bomb on that. But yeah, man, we gonna get in these terms, man. Any other questions, Rel? You still up here, Kill? Before we get in these terms, because I know I don't want to keep.
I don't want to keep them all night. I felt bad we kept them so long.
Oh, nah. Besides the Battle Academy, I thought I saw another card out there.
Yeah, we working on the July card.
July.
Okay. It's looking like July 23rd, and I got a bomb that's gonna drop with that.
Atlanta too? We still in Atlanta?
Still in the A.
We definitely gotta get out.
We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be out there. We gotta get a babysitter. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I already know, man.
Yeah, it'd be like that. But yeah, bro.
Oh, man,
bro, go ahead, man.
Cutest.
My last question, because I know man's busy, got stuff to do.
I know he does.
Touching on this the whole time, but we got a lot of. I can think of 5 aspiring rappers here at Married2DaBarz, right?
Facts.
I need someone that's established to look these niggas in the face and say, this is what you need to do outside of just having dope bars. You can't just be rapping and be a dope rhymer and all that kind of stuff. What's the other stuff? What's the intangibles? The other shit they need to do?
Like I was saying before, as far as taking the battles in the beginning, you need to build up your experience because I don't give a fuck. You can watch a million battles. You ain't gonna know what you're doing until you get up there and actually try to do it. And that's where you get. That's where you learn the most is on the stage. So you need experience. Okay. Another thing you need, as essential, is perspective. You need to see things from everybody else's way and not just yours. So sometimes you need to watch yourself from a fan standpoint and don't just, be biased to yourself. Of course, when we writing some shit, we think it's fire. That's why we write it. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to step aside, like especially after you did the battle and watch it and pick apart what you don't like about yourself so you don't do it again.
Yeah.
Like you got to study yourself and then you gotta also understand the fans. It's fucked up, but you gotta tap into what the people are looking for because those are the ones that's watching. The people that you're entertaining.
That's how you get booked.
You can't argue with the fans, and if they telling you your shit is trash,
you're telling the fans.
You can't argue with the fans, like, because then you're gonna keep coming with shit that they don't like.
Yeah,
like, dog, you're never gonna win that way. So I would say, like, you definitely need perspective, experience, and understanding. I think outside the bars, that's what you need. You know what I mean? You need that. I would say go to as many battle events as you can when you're not battling. Go. Show your face. That helps. People get familiar with you. Show your face. You know what I mean? If you got to introduce yourself, take some pictures. When you take some pictures, tag the battlers. Make sure they get familiar with you, man. That's you know what I mean?
We might have to get you to sing a couple of your pups over here, man, to get these cats, some experience. Because, hey, look, they just start battling since January. We had our first card, and them niggas been moving through the spaces. My man, Jer, he came second place in London. Canada. Came in second place from just starting in January. And we got Joe Pressure. He just battled on the Riot League after just starting in January. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever, Geechee them. So, like, these cats making moves, so they really, could use some good advice, some good experience.
We had a 3-on-3 battle. No, a 3-man battle. How you say? Yeah, 3-man battle. Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, and Riggs, who's in the chat, Rigor Mortis, he took that. And it was, and we had a 3-on-3. John gave them 10 minutes prep. 10 minutes prep, go write some shit and come back. When I tell you, it sounded like they had time.
Right, it definitely did.
The bars, the skate.
You ain't give them 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Literally.
We gave them 10
They didn't memorize
minutes.
it, but they wrote the
They
shit.
didn't memorize it.
They came back and read
They
that
didn't
shit.
memorize it. They
But
came back and read it.
They performed
That's
it, though.
still impressive, though.
Yes.
It's fire. It's fire. It's on our
10
history. If you ever
minutes.
scroll down, you know what I mean? But that was crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, we working over here, so you know that's why they like your perspective. Want to hear how shit was with you starting out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They want to know. Last question from the chat. You know what you learned in starting a battle league yourself. I mean, what perspective has it changed on you? What have you grown? I mean, how has it made you grow from that?
For one, as a battler, when you come in, when you going through the leagues, sometimes leagues do things that you don't understand why it happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes you would take certain things personal. Sometimes you would feel like they're lying to you. They're leading you on, but you don't understand what's really going on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And me jumping in that position, because there's been times where I was mad at Smack and Beasley and all of them, but I was just never a nigga that went public with it. I always thought that was dumb. I would never go public with a, you know what I mean? That was always done with me. But
right.
Once I got in that seat, I understood, but it helps because I could communicate better with the battlers when there's a certain kind of issue. So, you know, league owners, they're not going to tell the battlers everything, as you shouldn't. Like, you know, that was a mistake that I've made before, trying to tell a battler everything, because then they become entitled. Then once it becomes something that they don't know, it's like they mad at you. Like, nigga, you told me everything else. Why I can't? It's like, nah, you know what I mean? You can't let everybody know the plans until everything is, you know, set in stone. But it just gave me a understanding from the other side, because I was looking at it from a battle rapper. Now I'm a league owner, and I see their side now. You know what I mean? So now I understand. And then, you know what I mean? So
the Fabulous and Jada and the
Oh God, I gotta find that. Wait, is it?
and the Jay-Z one. Because he a big J fan.
Okay. I thought you was talking about someone on the internet. I might have to find them now. Find them. She's looking at me like, find them. Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, because it's different for me to send it to him than getting feedback while he's here. That's why.
No, I can dig it. Well, I'm gonna pull that joint up, but let's jump into these terms, man, real quick. Just a quick summation of what you feel about these terms, right? Now, if you had to break it down to a brand new fan, okay, as to a battle rap term,
because that's the main reason why we do this. Because that's why them damn votes and shit be swayed, because you got, respectfully, like, no disrespect to the new fans, but you know, be a fan, vote who you gonna vote for, but let's do some research. I just ask you to just do some research. Don't come in here and act like your person is the only person to ever do it, and they to go and disrespect cats that been doing it for a decade or some 2 decades. Let's not do that to the new fans. So that's why we had these conversations. Yes, please tell the new fans.
Okay, so the word in particular, and I use this word often with cats that come up because this is the one that's most controversial. Gas. So what does it mean exactly for somebody to be gassed?
Unnecessary reaction.
Okay.
And see, that's what we thought everybody thought.
But how do you gauge that though? I mean, somebody might really be that hype about a bar. You feel me?
How do you gauge that?
Because sometimes the timing be off. Like, somebody will react to a bar that's not a bar.
They ain't even spitting yet. Yeah, they ain't finished spitting it yet.
They say, like, people, I've seen it a lot too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, because
certain people, they just walk out and it's pouring.
It comes with how they deliver it. Like, you know, because some people will get into a setup. You know, you got the setup and then you got the haymaker coming, right? But people will deliver the setup so strong, and they will pause after the setup to lead up into the heavy punch, and the people just feel like that's the bar. Remember, we just spoke about some fans are reacting to some shit that they think they should be reacting to, right, and they don't really know what's being said. So that works both ways. So somebody will react to something that's not even a bar yet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, ain't even. That's gas. That's gas. I'm not talking about when somebody says a bar, and some people think it's hot. I understand that. Like I said, it's subjective, it's opinionated sport.
Right.
To a bar, yeah, you reacting like it's a haymaker. This man,
that's common sense. That's obvious, right?
That's gas. That's gas. Immediately, like niggas reacting, people taking their jackets off and all this. Crap.
Yeah, that type shit.
That's gas.
Extra. It's another word for extra. You being extra, nigga.
Is it gas? Because this is an argument that people have with me, because I feel like it's not. But, you know, some might feel like it is. Is it gas if the consensus is, if the bar has been spit, and everybody damn near reacted, and niggas be saying that's gas? Is that gas?
Nah, that's not.
That's not gas.
Everybody
it's not gas if the bar is hot. Like,
and the consensus was that the bar was hot. Not just because you thought it was hot, then that's not gas. But niggas be saying that, and it annoys me.
No, that's not gas.
Yeah.
Because somebody feeling it, yeah.
Because you didn't feel it, or you didn't get the reference, does not make the bar trash.
Doesn't make it trash at all.
Fire. Well, before we get this next term, oh, go ahead, bro.
Wait. Could it be that I'm not? I like the bar. It was alright, but the way you reacted is making me.
But how can you judge how somebody else reacts, though?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
How can you?
What you say?
Gwitty. Overreacted.
I don't think Gwitty be. I think that's just him.
That's just how he feels.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like me. I'm real passionate. You know.
That's Gwitty wanting to be a part of the battle.
That too.
That's Gwitty wanting to be in conversation. That's Gwitty wanting to, like, he just like, come on, he knows he's being extra.
Right.
That's a part of his act. That's Gwitty. Like, you know, I don't like Gwitty ain't really. I be feeling like Gwitty just enjoying himself. He's gonna have fun. He don't give a fuck who battling.
Yeah, right.
Like he's enjoying.
He's just there for.
I ain't gonna hold you. I like how he called them out for reading off their phone.
I'm sorry, I did too. Reed
versus Big K.
Yeah.
I was glad that somebody stepped up and said, "Yo, you ain't supposed to be doing that."
He said what we all was thinking. Like everybody was thinking it. Like, what are you doing?
Ain't no better. It was
like watching the last little shred. You know, I always say, for me, battle rap is like your first high. We still chasing that shit. Like we know that feeling that we got, and every time I watch a battle, I'm chasing that, and it's like it's never coming back. And slowly but surely, not only is it not coming back, you know, there are some battles that they bring me that feeling of euphoria, but it's just watching them read off the papers or watching people have countless, you know, chokes and not recover type stuff. It's just like watching it die in slow death. Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, and that's you, and that's your perspective as a fan right now. Imagine being a battle rapper in this for over 10 years. Imagine how that feels. Like you know what I'm saying? Imagine how that feels. So
right.
It's like we chasing that high again too, though. We don't get the same high that we got in the beginning. Like I said earlier in the interview, we hanging up like this.
Yeah, man.
All night. Now it's just I guess, you know what I mean. And that's the feeling that I hate having, which is why I was anticipating falling back for so long, because that's the feeling that I literally hate having. And when I have that feeling, it makes me scared to the point where it's like I'm not gonna give my best because I'm not even excited about this shit that I did before. And I'm an obsessive nigga. Like once I'm on something, I'm on that. Like it's that I'm talking day, night. I'm going to sleep, phone in my hand, waking up, reading what I wrote before I went to sleep. Over it, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not barely eating. Somebody got to tell me to eat. Somebody got to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what sign are you, Jaja?
I'm a Libra. Yeah, I'm a Libra. I like balance, man.
Yeah.
Fire. Well, let's get into these bars from Kill, man. It's a scheme about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if everybody can catch how many times she flipped the Jay-Z joints. You know what I'm saying? This was one of her first joints for real.
This was my first joint.
Very first rap. You feel me?
First time rapping.
Fire.
Yeah, over. The streets is watching it clown while you clowning on set. Excuse me, miss, beg my pardon, but consider us threats. Java streets imaginary, come play with the vets. Watch the throne, crown heavy, but we got no regrets. State of mind, empire with the evils lurking. Ballot for this fallen soldier, countenance disturbing. Learning, earning for the yearning. The root of all evil, part in the scripture. Just trying to chat with the people, peeping all the bullshit. While we rushing off shoulders till and kill already home. Boy, try to take over, they ain't dashing on you lanes. Spitting over hi-hats, twin two-twos in every line. For the double impact, blacking out on these fakes, cause I feel like son. Where I'm from, chicks, gossip, niggas, word they bond. Don't got 99 problems, but this trick ain't one. My Alabama's testimony, revealing the sun. I'm done with all the bullshit, got a moment of clarity. No longer turning cheeks in the guise of charity.
Go.
Minding the roster, these clown imposters, no weapons form against me will prosper. Straight wigging on the track, and the bands of lace. Get your shit edged up with this lyrical fate. Fading, right to black like I'm over the God. Yeah, city is mine and I'm making my mark. Friend or foe, never mind, it's kinda plain to see. Whole lot of hate, love and envy simultaneously. Ease cooling in the breeze while the ball is shading, drawing like a cot. So pleased to stick to the game and Papa tearing the ball, pulling strings is a shame. And thought he brodied the game, found out it was Caitlyn. No disguise, bonding down cause she ride for a clock. You feeling it, came out the hustle, God's perfect design. Rhyming while I'm vibing, making pass with my pastime. Presently gifting you with presence of my rhyme. It's time to let you know this shit good with the verse. Got adjectives, adverbs, metaphors, and verbs. Observe how I be spitting when I get in the zone. I never change, all I need is some urban tone. I'm owning all this ass with impeccable swag. Bars trash, ass, he is snake in the grass. Mask off, I can see him with my gift to discern. Lyrical with the heat, gift for rap, the curse, a hearse. For all you bulls try to drive in a lane. We midget whipping over here.
Whip game ain't the same.
Playing the flame of blueprint, man.
Hardly facts.
As far as cool mode, D-rap artifacts. I'm off that. Billy Blanco thought he had me canceled. Crapped out cause his boss wasn't worth the gamble. Channel angels when I write. Celestial gods, they bless me. The boys sound the same. Your styles don't vary. Hearing subliminals while niggas is rapping. Articulate with the spit and the chit be smack. As in crack heads with the faux Pookie and Ricky smiling. She a diamond, so you know you can't stop the shining. And go ahead, dig a hole. Go on, bury dig a hole. Go on, bury yourself. Try to eat up till the kill plate. Bad for your health. On to the next, the song cried. You just lost one. Bring back the love. Reason to doubt. This is my first song.
Kills.
Okay, Cal.
She got open on that John. She got open. You know what I'm saying? You just feeling the scheme?
You heard the scheme through the whole shit.
Oh shit! You even ended it with the reasonable doubt. You said it like that's your.
And my first song, yeah.
That's fire, man. Just good to hear you.
I played it for the chat one time. I was like, "Tell me how I'll cash up you $20 if you give me all the Jay-Z references." Niggas was saying 5. Niggas was saying 10. I'm like, it's 5 and it's more than that in one line.
Right, it's way more than
yeah.
Dig it.
Oh, and then the last one, babe, is the it's Fabulous, Jada, Freddie, and Jason.
All right, so we're gonna hit him with the Kamikaze joint, and then we're gonna go back to the terms because I know he's ready to get. Yeah. You don't gotta make a bathroom break. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if you gotta make a quick run because I know we didn't kept you for a minute already. Straight, okay, bet. So this next joint we're gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? Is a scheme dip. Kill had a verse. I had a verse on there. You know what I mean? Her joint scheme crazy. You know what I mean? I think that's her gift, man. It's scheme.
It's Fabulous, Jada, Freddie, and Jason, and all the references are like capitalized or in bold because the lyrics.
Can you see the screen?
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Oh, bet. Let's get it. That's the young boy right there.
Yeah.
1, 2, kill with the fabulous flow. My enemies a friend of me, they insist on the low. Make me better, I just let them. Let's get back to the dough. Ruger's pleasure, F your dreams, I'm a cougar to joke. We taking over, break is over, we are one with the hype. Down bottom, gave it to him. Johnny blazing the mic. Recognize the switching games, and so just kiss it goodbye. By your side, you can't deny. Put the 40 in 5. While you wildin', we be vibing till they kill with the beam. We gon' make it F the haters, make them part of the team. F your comments, lack of content, dead into your stream. Uno rush your hater, love it, cause
we reigning supreme.
we reigning supreme. Flip mode, bumming bulls, time is up for you niggas. Rap poke is dope money, gotta love our history.
Why I keep doing that?
With the lyrical trigger, ain't nothing new. Slim thick, and they loving the figure. Kill, creeping slowly, walking up in the spot. Situation, literation, creepers, chop your birds with the lyrical trigger, ain't nothing new. Slim thick, and they loving the figure. Kill, creeping slowly, walking up in the spot. Situation, literation, kill, flaming you rocks. Kill your pine, striking lights, checking mate in the box. Talk to me nice, or I'll drop all of the potato was hot. Look up and season champ is here. Thought I died in the lake. Thought I drowned, boy, he's here.
I'ma shed in your face.
Can't take a nap, sleep while you dream. I'm invading your space. Kamikaze shit is zombie. You infernal to place. Tossing the towel, make me wanna throw it all in the bag. These shits be hating, still they feel me. I got issues and mags. Hunting season, reason over. I kill, never I lack. All for the love, I sit these rounds just to see him react.
Bet.
You did. We had some people taking shots. We had to throw some bars out. Oh.
These cats goofy out shit. All these big dogs and turn Snoopy out shit. Broken real life but talking bougie out here. Took some shots and now you're looking woozy out here. Till and kill came in humble, I swear. But all these pokes and prides done awakened to bed. Called us fam when we was icons in the chat. Started streaming, then the dagger broke off in our back. Claimed we was stealing followers.
Now how you do that?
Toot your horn, don't nobody wanna hear that jazz. Free promos, all I see when I hear you spaz. Chatters laugh while you try to explain why you mad. Call a cab, we gotta get scares to the spittle. Musta bumped his head trying to spit them whack ass riddles. Skip subliminals till direct with his words. Teeth look like you got stomped while biting the curb. Twats is absurd, talking about we needed his buzz. Cuz smoke heavy drugs if he thought that's what it was. Best option, keep our name out your mouth and just chill. We're living rent free in your head, now we paying the bills. Displaying the skill, you thought we was fake, this is real. Wanted war, this is war. Who's the first to get killed?
Okay, caffeine beef, I'm here for it.
It's all dead. It's
And
all
that's some
dead.
bullshit, though.
It's all dead.
Our hand was forced. That wasn't like, ooh, let me. That was the second song I ever wrote, and the inspiration was because it was too much. Like, what are we? We ain't bothering nobody. Leave us
I'm not
alone.
gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie for you. Like for you saying this is the first and second verse, you sound real good. Like for it to be, you know what I'm saying? Like
Appreciate that.
Oh, I appreciate that.
it don't sound like you just now.
I literally.
I mean, it don't sound like that's your first and second time. Like
You got any joints you want anybody to hear? Any new joints? Any? I mean,
So if I send you this, well, I don't want to say what kind of scheme it is right now, but if I send you this joint, you might bless it.
might get a little blessing on there.
yeah, let me hear. Yeah, let me
All
hear.
right, she ain't laid it down yet.
I haven't laid it down, but
She gonna send it to you.
it's something that it's
Battle rap scheme.
Yeah, that hadn't been done yet.
And we don't even like say it on live because niggas be biting out
Niggas
here.
be, yeah, yo. Next thing we know, we'll hear a whole track in
Real
a couple
quick.
hours.
Real quick, too.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I wanted to see if I could do, like when I did the J shit, I wanted to see if I could scheme for like a verse or two. And then I was like, hold up, I might could scheme this shit to the end. I did a Biggie one too. I did,
she
and
got several schemes.
I can't write if I don't scheme. As crazy as that sound, the scheme keeps me on target.
Yeah. And then when you writing like that, you're not supposed to stop. Like you shouldn't stop and cut yourself short. Keep going.
Well, as much as you can, yeah. Like when you did the suit shit with the robe and the suit.
That was fire. That's fire scheme.
That's why I commented on that joint. Probably the best opening ever. Yeah.
Fire.
That shit was fire.
But yeah, man, if you want to, any new music you want to let the people hear, old music, you feel me? It's up to you. If you want to get a track going, we can definitely pump one.
I don't know what's out there with man. I don't know. I definitely got my project on the way that I'm excited about.
Okay, talk about it. When can we expect it?
I don't really have a date yet, to be real with you. I don't have a date. Like I told you, like I'm obsessive, man. I'm a perfectionist. Like, I could say a song is done. I could say I had a song done for a year, but every time I listen to it, something it's something that need to be tweaked. You know what I'm saying?
I could dig it.
Yeah, but I don't really got a date for it yet, but it's definitely gonna be a rollout. Everything gonna be proper when it do. You know what I mean? And by the time once I drop that, I'll be back in the ring for sure.
Well, we're gonna let you go, man. We're gonna hit you with this last Till and Kill joint if you got a half a second.
Come on, let's do it.
All right, Till and Kill, man. It's a light thing. Turn your speakers up. You know what I mean? This joint on YouTube, man, too. Follow us on at Married2DaBarz, y'all in the chat, man. If you ain't already, subscribe to the channel. Please do so.
Please subscribe to the channel.
I don't care what's happening. I don't care what
Jigga.
This is on. This is what I like.
It's LC the Beat God.
We don't trust foes, no, we don't like it. Act like a friend in your box, stick the knife it. But we trust God and the king of we life it. Traffic stop, we glow, but them carry. It's a lighting. We don't trust foes, we don't know, we don't like it. Act like a friend in your box, stick the knife it. But we trust God and the king of we life it. Traffic stop, we glow, but them carry. It's a light.
We married to the bars, it was matrimony. Married to my soulmate, it's a testimony. Sorry for you little bitties if you feeling lonely. Always us against the world, full of fakes and phonies. Great is our internal light, those that have it see. We could never be touched by the enemy. Stumble blocks my stepping stones as I climb with ease. Can't no weapon ever come against my energy. So what's a whole world against us if he guided we? God promised he be there and he never leaves. So what's a foe when you know God is all you need? Foes will surely come against us, call it destiny. We started out as just friends with God's will and grace in school. Picture shades on a paper chase, burgundy pants, apple bottoms with a teeny waist. Yeah, he saw the Coke bottle, now he wanna taste. No time to waste, did not make haste. He approached the booth, was vibing out the Busta Rhymes, now he in pursuit. Had a vision with persistence, so he followed through. Had a passion for the Christ, bar sealed with truth. My heart on fire for his love, it's a whole inferno. So be careful, sure to burn you if it don't concern you. Straight and narrow is the path, snakes will try to turn you. Got together 99,
but the bond eternal.
Many forces test our love, but they all in vain. No new additions to our storm, we can stand the rain. Sunny days, cloudy days, smile through the pain. God-given crowns, ups and downs, can't stop the rain.
I like to advance every year, to advance myself, spiritually, mentally, everything. I like to advance myself. I have more fear going back than losing money.
We don't trust foes, we don't know, we don't like it.
Act like your friend in your box, stick the knife it. But we trust God and the king of we life it. Traffic stop, we glow, but them carry.
It's a light tick.
We don't trust foes, we don't know, we don't like it. Act like a friend in your box.
Appreciate that.
But we trust God and the king of we life it. Traffic stop, we glow, but them carry. It's a light.
On our way up, elevating like we George and Wheezy. Honeymooning to the doers, yeah, please believe me. Fairy tale to our love, it was made for TV. Every angle leave you shackled while we rhyming freely. Please believe we got the schemes and the punches too. Mayweather, haymaker, jazz a body you. We the hottest thing around, lava java too. Mozzarella, sharp cheddar, can't block the loot. Taking shots at the throne, paying narratives. Got the body, bad bars, get your heaven sent. Enemies, footstools, God perfected it. Sipping wine out my chalice while I bury shit. Young wrestlers got a fetish for poetic murder. Mortician prepping bodies, this is dress rehearsal. Always boxing with the squares, it's a deadly circle. Days are like all number, call it life reversal. Pressing up, price is right. Now the fam is few and now they strings in jeopardy. And it's mad confusion, hoping for a wheel of fortune, but instead delusion. Passwords, double dare you for the restitution. You talking till you talking kill, talking bars they love this. Easily talk different, capping, blocking others. Evenly yoked, pin strokes, when they see they cover. Anchor the boat while we float, they can't rise above us.
I had the body to beat, Daniel, son, Miyagi, Crane, kick, karate to beat. They sloppy to me, look like they playing hockey to me. The way they slipped and slid when we stepped in the ring. Married to the BARZ, a team in the army. You tap in the chat, then you better tread softly. You troll, then we troll, but the way we troll godly. God, hardly.
Goons in the party that ride for the team like the bull Ricky Bobby. Nigga get the tripping and his limbs come off.
Wifey on the side me, yeah, we still together. Buying unbroke, can't nobody do it better. Rhyme schemes clever, tap out never. Ride until the wheels fall off, till ever.
You know, so when you're self-aware, even when you're dealing with someone's ego, you know when to allow it to, you allow their ego to live in its own space. You know, the problem is when you engage that energy. That's when there's a problem. If you engage the ego with your ego, then it's like, okay, now something has to happen. It could keep escalating to a level that can be irreversible.
We married to the bars over here, and that's for life. You better get right.
Married to the bars, shit.
What I like most about that is it looked like, well, it sounds like y'all not influenced by any sound out there. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that beat was different. Like, it was different than what I expected, and y'all found your own pocket on it. And that's what I like about music, because music is an expression. So if everybody's making music that all sounds the same, everybody's chasing the same sound or whatever is hot and all of that, I get turned off by that. I'm more intrigued by not expected to hear, because it's showing your creativity. That was fire. That was different.
We
That's
appreciate
good
that.
shit,
Let him hear Dumpling. I mean, the glow hit different. He gonna say the same thing.
I can't keep this man all night.
You right.
Nah,
I got a joint. I'm gonna play for y'all one time.
Oh, what's up?
I can play it through here. Oh, you got it saved on your computer? You need to share the screen?
Nah, I got it right here.
Okay.
Bet, let's get it. New John shit, man. Exclusive shit here. Attila Kill shit. Married to the Bars, man. Hold up. Let me sound alarmed.
Thank you, Millsy. I appreciate y'all in the chat. Pressure.
What's good with you, brother?
He said I got bars, Pressure.
John said Kill got bars. You heard me?
Thanks.
What up, Fresh?
Whatever you want.
Bars and schemes.
Yeah, let me know if y'all can hear this good. Hold on. You can hear it?
Yeah. Exclusive.
Does that make me if I got God's brothers? Hated by niggas who baby mamas love us.
Not in the game, so they got us sub us.
Been a minute since I walked up Ashburn to that pizza spot, like them beef patties with the cheese. Lucas had problems with the young grateful. I was good on either block.
Play the PAL, but they believe in cops. An opportunity to make it out.
When the winters got cold,
We migrated south.
niggas filling their souls in exchange for clout.
Real stand up nigga, like I hate the couch. Mama ain't ready to slouch.
Told Vino in third, it's better outlets than Tenga. How far we go to splurge? Pippin' in my blood is bizarre. These hoes are curb. See me with my kin in these bars, go berserk. I was told there'd be days like this, but I didn't know it would fade like this. No phones look the same like this, so be lucky you ain't made my list. God, I'm just let me take my pick. If you could have it, then it ain't my business. I was told there'd be days like this. I was told there'd be days like this. That's my twin for real. What better way to raise your calves if I'm the biggest hills? I ain't playing to feed your kids if you ain't in for meals. It's like a Netflix movie you can watch with a bitch and forget the chill. Remember as a youngin' trying to pitch your cribs just to help my mother with the rent and bills. Fuck was I thinking? She ain't need my help. I ain't even gonna pretend I had to feed myself. Cause she sure that we wasn't raised poor. Spit the last like she could always make more.
Go.
Like we robbed the game store. Sweater not a better, but the jacket ain't full. My ceilings was high. Talking taller than the tallest building Dubai. Penitentiary muscle memory is built up inside. Headshot. Something you gotta feel to describe.
That's hard.
Oh, the chat loving that too.
Yeah, the chat lighting it up.
Shout out to the chat, man.
He sound like Lloyd.
Oh, the hook.
Yeah, he kind of do, right?
Yeah. Very.
Yeah, that song called Mama's Boy, man.
Hold up,
That was
hold up.
fire.
Hold up. They want to hear it back, man. They want to hear that joke
They
back.
want
Hold on. They want to run that joke back.
we kind of
We
bad
like to-
for
we
that
like to
over
run
here.
shit back
We
over
be
here.
running shit back.
I heard something about an infamil. I heard something, your headshot to describe. Like, damn.
Mama's Boy,
Yeah.
Mama's
A
Boy.
real stand-up nigga like I hate the couch.
Oh, one time.
You heard me? Get a raise your carrots. How you play kids if you ain't into mills?
If you ain't in for mills, what we talk
like
about?
Netflix movie you can watch with a bitch and forget to chill.
One time for the one time. Take that thing back.
Got y'all, chat.
Please and respectfully.
Yeah.
Go to the chat for real. Salute to y'all too, man.
Appreciate you.
We
man. Salute.
appreciate you so much for this, really.
It's fire.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't saying it because he's here, but this the interview we never thought we'd get right here.
Baby mamas love us, not in the game, so they got suckers. Been a minute since I walked them Ashburns to that pizza spot, like them beef patties with the cheese a lot. Locals had problems, so when the young grateful, I was still on the block. Played the PAL, but they believe the cops see an opportunity to make it out. When this guy cold,
We migrated south.
niggas make souls in exchange for clout. Real stand up, nigga, like I hit the couch. Mama ain't raised slouch.
Can you spit it, cuz?
Mama ain't raising slouch.
Think of how far we go to splurge. Pippin' in my blood is bizarre. These hoes are curb. See me with my kin in these Barbies go berserk. Like this, but I know it would stay like this. Say like this, so be lucky you ain't made my list. Just let me take my bitch. I was told there'd be days like this. I was told there'd be days like this. That's my toy for real. What better way to raise your calves than how the Baker's Hills? How you plan to feed your kids if you ain't in for meals? See my life like a Netflix movie you can watch with a bitch and forget to chill. Bitch your cribs just to help my mother with the rent and bills. Fuck was I thinking? She ain't need my help. I ain't even gonna pretend I had to feed myself. Sure that we wasn't raised poor. Spit the last like she could always make more. Me and High's room like we robbed the game store. Sweating on the better, but the jacket ain't for.
They say they can't wait for the album in the chat.
Talking taller than the tallest building through.
I can't wait to give it to you.
Headshot, something you gotta feel to describe. Days like this, but I know it would stay like this. No clothes when you say it like this, so be lucky you ain't made my list. You know, just let me take my pick. If you can have it, then it ain't my bitch. I was told there'll be days like this. I was told there'll be days like this.
How you plan to feed your kids if you ain't got no infamils? They putting
If you ain't in for mills.
if you ain't infamils.
My whole thing is like rap music. Like music. I'm a music.
And I'm not just saying it because you hear till he going. I don't know why it is, but our musical taste for bars, all of that shit hit us the same. Yeah. It's always been like that from since when we met. But hence the title even. But a lot of battle rappers, damn near all of them, make music. And we not gonna have that conversation because that's a whole nother conversation. But you really make music though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear you sounding like you in the ring over the track. I don't care to hear that. The bars can be like that, but you know what I mean? There's no musicality there. I don't want to hear that.
There's more to it, like especially with making music. Like with this album, it's really I'm really giving you me. Like once you really listen to it, it's gonna take a few listens, but you're gonna hear everything. Like that song is Mama's Boy, and if you really break down the lyrics, what I'm saying, I am who I am because of my mom.
Because of yes.
Same
We
here.
really grew up in the hood, single mother. I got 2 older brothers. You know what I mean? Like I said, me and Hodge my brother, me and Hodge like we robbed the game store. Literally our room, we had everything in the room in the hood. Everybody, I said we was popular. We had everything. We had all the games, everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm really telling my story. It's really like a Yonkers story on that. And even, you know, when the winters got cold, we migrated south. Like I was telling y'all.
That's fire.
That's so fire.
That's real. I wanted to, you know, be real. Like we listen to
And I was about to say, and that's why we feel it too. That's why the chat feeling it. Everybody
throwing the flames still.
and our chat, cause they don't care who you are.
They gonna give it to you.
They gonna give it to you how it is. So
That's
they all lighting it up right now. But yeah, that was definitely fire. I really don't. I don't care to anybody. That's why the chat felt it. It's a difference between hearing music and feeling music. That's why we felt it. That's why the chat heard it and felt it. I'd rather have both elements than just one. You know what I'm saying? But that's why everybody felt it, because it was coming from a real place. You wasn't rapping to, oh, this gonna sound good type shit. You know, you rapping your story.
Yeah, that's how that beat felt to me. When my cousin sent me that beat, it was just like, damn.
It started coming out.
And I got emotional. Like, hold on, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to that though, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all for having me.
Appreciate
Shout out to
you.
Mayor. I know he checked out, but shout out to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Questions and shit.
Salute to
Hello, where, John, pardon me, but where are you again? What show is this?
Oh, this Married to the Bars.
We Married to the Bars over here.
Married to the Bars, man.
Shout out. That's
sure.
We appreciate you so much. In the future, you think we might can get you to come back do a bar breakdown with us?
Yeah,
if time permits, if you're not busy.
Of course.
We appreciate that.
Fire, man. Well, salute to John, man.
Salute to John.
Salute to the motherfucking chat.
Salute to the chat, man.
Strong.
Lighting the chat up for you.
Tomorrow, 6 o'clock, tune in, caffeine, man.
Please.
Man, all the above.
All the above. Yeah, I mean, make sure y'all tune in, man. Any last words for the people, man?
And when you say the album coming out, you just said it's coming.
It's coming, man. It should be this summer. Hopefully this summer. If not the summer, by fall.
Okay.
Birthday October, like around that time. But
fire.
Yeah, man, I got some shit for y'all to hear.
That's what's up.
Salute to you, brother, man. You're inspiration, man. You're definitely a legend.
To say summer or fall in too, that mean he writes like me. Like I could sit and write, but I don't. I wait till shit comes to me, then I write it.
Let the spirit guide that thing. You heard me?
Exactly.
When I sit and write, I don't write nothing. I have writer's block.
Jay said, open the booth and let God in.
Let God in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We drop a bomb on that. Salute.
Drop a bomb on that, man.
My nigga, man. We feel like we know you, man. We've been following you for a long time. We appreciate you.
Sure, it's love.
You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a moment for us, man. Have you on the show.
Oh, my God. He don't
June 11th, June 12th. Y'all better bring y'all asses to Atlanta. Y'all just
Talk.
We'll be there.
Hey, look.
We got to come now.
Yeah,
we locked in.
Full tank, man.
Word. That's a fact. We're going to be out there, man, representing Married to the Bars, representing Till and Kill, and just supporting the sport, man, supporting John and his team, man. So
because we've been going to, the other events because, the opportunity was afforded to us. But you right here in Atlanta, we've been living like some hermits. I ain't gonna hold you. With the virus, we've been staying in. Our first time going anywhere was that smack was what was it? Any Given Sunday.
Right.
Any Given Sunday was on his birthday. And then we went to Kings versus Queens too.
Now, I ain't gonna forget you said the media thing easy. I remember you said it's easy. You
and he right here.
He right here. Because, I mean, we ready for anything y'all need, man. Interviews.
Let me know, man. You know how to reach me.
That's it. That's a fact. Salute. Man.
I appreciate that.
Be safe, my nigga.
Yeah, please. Peace and blessings.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
Fire. Man.
That was fire.
What did we just witness?
That was the best interview yet.
What did we just... Hold up.
I mean, we appreciate...
I'm running out of bombs, nigga.
We appreciate every opportunity, every interview we do, but to be able to get all of the history...
The history. That's what we about.
And the perspective. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying, Vic?
That's phenomenal.
You know what I mean? Gonchata.
That's phenomenal.
You heard me?
And
Married2DaBarz
he liked my stuff enough. He gonna give me a verse.
And now didn't y'all just get an exclusive?
He gonna give me a verse.
Y'all caught an exclusive.
Y'all ain't ready for what I just wrote.
Before what anybody else heard, y'all heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all like ready for what I just picked.
Kill got a scheme coming, cooking.
I can't wait till if he like that. I can't wait till he hear this
Exclusive
song.
shit, man.
I'm so excited.
Man, we going up.
He said he gonna come back for the bar breakdown.
He said he gonna come back. Y'all heard him?
Y'all heard him?
Y'all heard him. He a man in his word too.
He
said on the show, he said, look, Till and Kill, I'm gonna be over there. He had said that about 2-3 times before he came, but my man, he busy. He busy. You know what I'm saying? He took time out of his day, out of his schedule, and let's not act like it ain't light, because he running the whole league.
Oh my God, he got a lot on his
battle,
much. He make music, he battles, he's in charge of a whole league.
What y'all think?
That's just the things that we know about. That's the shit we know about. It's all that type shit going on we don't even know about.
So I need y'all, everybody in here, when this joint drop on YouTube, which is gonna be in the next few days, I need y'all to retweet that joint, pump that joint, because people need to know people's history. It ain't just about the last battle.
No, or your next battle.
Or your next battle. This culture is what you've done for me lately, and we try and make sure you understand what a nigga been through to get here. Regardless of what his last battle was, like my man done been through a struggle, overcoming shit, falling and getting back up. And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And anybody can learn from that. You ain't got to be a battle rap fan.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
He always going to be a legend in my book, and I ain't just saying that because he was here.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
He know how we feel about that
facts.
from being in this chat. You know, we tell him that, and I ain't never not said, of course he is a legend.
I'll hit them sirens one time, pressure.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing but a word. You know what I'm saying?
And as a matter of fact, I'm so I never thought about I never thought about that fact before until tonight, till we had that conversation tonight, when people be trying to say he ain't no legend and shit. Even people in this chat sometimes, they're trolling like, nah, nigga, come on, man. But he never named himself. If he on his own, he never really named himself.
I mean, I'm glad he was 100
you know
today.
What I mean? He finally did, but that's one of the things that draws us to him is the humility.
Yeah.
People don't understand that, like, humility going down will take you so high.
But, you know, in battle rap, you gotta have a balance.
You gotta have a balance.
You gotta talk your shit, and you gotta be humble.
There's a way to have a balance. He is the epitome of that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Salute to John, man.
He is the epitome of that. He humble. But when he need to, be direct, he direct.
That's a fact.
You be humble and be direct for real.
And hopefully everybody learns something.
Yeah,
man.
Resume Crazy and Vic. The next time that argument or debate, discussion, I'm probably giving it too much credence. But next time that comes up again, that's gonna be my argument. That he teamed up with Clips and Hitman. What you mean, not a legend? They not just gonna team up with just anybody. Just any other quote unquote.
Clips, Hitman, and Goods was on that same stage.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you already know.
I'm just team up with just anybody.
I hope y'all appreciated that interview, man. That was one of the best ones for real.
It was. It really was.
You know what I mean? He battled everybody who had a name. Now this is my part. He took that hit for a long time. He had y'all know what people used to say about him. For a long time, and he still bounced back and took over shit. You know what I mean? Even with all that oppression, you know what I mean? Niggas.
Him and Bill Collector too. They have that in common. Yeah. Jack Boy too. And that's crazy.
Fighting through that controversy.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it, real. I ain't gonna say it. Y'all all know what it is. You know, he had the stigma for a little while. You know what I mean? Same stigma that's being put on people right now. Some people rightfully so.
Some people rightfully so.
You know
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know if y'all seen the tape, but yeah. I'll just say the tape's kind of damning. Let's just say that.
Did everybody see the tape, or should we play it?
Yeah. Oh, we been knew we got barred, but nice over a beat. What's the thing? We appreciate that, Dice Mob.
I feel like we should. Oh, Dice Mob.
Yeah, did y'all see the tape?
I guess we should play it, man. let's talk about it real quick. Everybody else talking about it. We might as well talk about it.
We might as well.
Yes. Anybody not know what we talking about? Anybody not know what we talking about? All right, now, so let me put this up here. Do this.
Try to drop a bomb for Dice Mobbing.
Get the siren and the bomb.
The siren and the bomb. Dice Mob, you can meet us over there in June. You think about going there? You ever go to the bullpen battles, Dice? June 11th. Let me put that on the calendar.
All right, let's check this joint out.
A party for the real niggas, y'all not invited. You ever been to Granddad house? I'll invite him. He getting money, but he a rat. Y'all bitches like it. They ask me how I feel about Core. I don't like him. One nigga break y'all heart, y'all bitches dyke it. Powder from Colombia, the sour came from Dykeman. Light him, Leatherface, cut him up, slice him. Stinking, reeking everywhere. Dykeman. Goes in the plain Jane Rolly, no icing. I'm here for the cake, the 3-0, just the icing. Do the right thing with the red bottoms and spiked it. Back with the nail, the core sides, I spike them. Internet gangster, you gon' kill me with the typing. Oh! We pushed to the side that tight writing. Iron on me, I ain't fighting, I ain't Tyson. Imagine playing gangster on cam, that's indicting. But I'll let it rip off air. Mike Tyson. Cooley Q-Pop, don't forget to put the hyphen. Your birth date, your death date, your lifespan, a hyphen. I must be excited.
Wait, go back a little bit.
Drop the icing, break a whole. A party for the real niggas, y'all not invited. You ever been to Granddad house? I'll invite him. He getting money, but he a rat. Y'all bitches like it. They ask me how I feel about Core. I don't like him. One nigga break y'all heart, y'all bitches dyke it. Powder from Colombia, the sour came from Dykeman. Light him, Leatherface, cut him up, slice him. Stinking, reeking everywhere. Dykeman. Goes in the plain Jane Rolly, no icing. I'm here for the cake, the 3-0, just the icing. Do the right thing with the red bottoms and spiked it. Back with the nail, the core sides, I spike them. Internet gangster, you gon' kill me with the typing. You old. We pushed to the side that tight writing. Iron on me, I ain't fighting, I ain't Tyson. Imagine playing gangster on cam, that's indicting. But I'll let it rip off air. Mike Tyson. Cooley Q-Pop, don't forget to put the hyphen. Your birth date, your death date, your lifespan, a hyphen. I must be exciting.
It sounds like they going back and forth on the track together type shit.
We'll ice them. You'll be with the wings. That's a Brightland. I'm excited. Biting. Shut up. Biting. Shut up.
Biting.
That's funny.
Wow. So, what's y'all thoughts on that, bro? We got to talk about it. Everybody else, this the talk of the town right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Is there any debate on whether that was, at the very least, can we say it was very least plagiarized?
Oh, you asking me?
I mean, if you want to speak on it, yeah. How do you feel like that was at very least plagiarized?
Oh no, that was blatant. Come on, man.
Brilliant.
That was blatant. Thievery.
It was blatant.
Hey, Queenie.
Okay, you know what? Hold on. We here at Married to the Bars, we got love for all of y'all, right?
Right.
And we care about your mental health. We really do care about your mental health. Okay?
Right.
A lot of y'all are suffering from a willful suspension of disbelief.
A willful, say it again. Wait, say it again.
You're suffering from a willful suspension of disbelief. Y'all believe any motherfucking thing.
So there's some ostriches. Basically.
Okay. I think I had in the sand. I see what you did there. We're talking about Sue Surf, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if I had to throw some defamatory remarks at somebody that would actually fit, and you guys wouldn't get mad at me about saying it about him, if I said egotistical, would that fit? Sue Surf. Uh-oh.
I think
so. Can y'all hear me?
I think so.
Okay.
Wait,
I think we was thinking. My bad.
I'm sorry. I was putting that battle in here because we told him we was coming, so we gotta be out there. My bad. Go ahead.
So if that fits, right? Another thing, if we say who who takes more pride in their numbers than anybody else? You know, they watch me and a lot. You see what I'm saying? Now, that being said, and him having one of the dopest freestyles ever on the I-95 joint, right?
And
you think he didn't know about Quilly's joint when it
Right,
had
it's
2 million hits? It had 2 million hits, and he didn't know about it. He jacked that boy shit. He jacked that boy shit, and you know what's genius about it? He can get away with it because anybody saying he a biter, he a this, automatically is considered a hater because they just don't like Sue Surf.
That's
Fresh, you heard that shit?
That's a good point, though.
You heard the Quilly versus the Sue Surf joint?
He Surf out here stealing again.
I mean,
Surfy Surf,
but
you
so
got something explaining to do, Surfy Surf.
So let me ask you this: between both of y'all, I just want to hear both of y'all answer. What's worse, stealing or choking?
Both.
Now, what's worse? They both the same level of worse.
I would rather your words get stuck in your throat than you to spit somebody else's shit flawlessly. I do this.
Riggs, what you think, Riggs? Stealing or choking? What's worse?
Stealing or choking? Stealing.
Tell me why, though. Tell me why.
Riggs.
See, when you put that thing together and that thing is that thing,
right?
When
you put that thing.
Yeah, like if I was to spit some of this, what I just did right here, and I heard it again, man, I tell you, I'd be so tight.
Man, if I would have switched that shit up and be like, "Hey, yo," hit the same because that ain't me.
See, but that's what people are doing right now. They're saying it happens all the time. You know, word patterns, yada yada yada, word rhymes, and you know what? For the Church of Surf out there, I need y'all attention.
It's definitely a Church of Surf. It's a Church of Surf and a Church of Verb out here.
Yeah, I'm a member of the Church of Verb, but
yeah,
I'm gonna put it into terms that y'all can understand. It's like basketball. At the NBA slam dunk contest, if somebody goes up there and does a dunk, and they get an 8, you know, they do it from the left side of the baseline, scoop, dunk, and you come and you do that same fucking dunk from the right, except for you get a little bit higher, nigga, you still stole, even though you did it better than him. That's all Surf did. He took that boy's whole flow, the entire word pattern and several words.
I see you, Ken.
And he just made it better.
Ken said he'd rather see somebody steal than choke.
I can't stand still. I can't stand thieves.
Why would you rather see that?
That's a good question.
Because he still because he being selfish. Kid being selfish.
Ken, I need you to hear. I need to hear your explanation on that. Dice Mob in the building. Let me just drop a bomb on that.
What's up?
Dice mobbing it.
What's good with your Dice?
Yo, what's happening?
Peace and blessings.
Hey, Dice, I'm
hard nigga to get in contact with, my boy.
What Dice is?
You say what?
That boy busy.
He be busy. He be on the move.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, I want to hear Jer's perspective as well. But Dice Mob, stealing versus choking. What's worse? What would you rather a motherfucker do, choke or steal? It's a reason.
What would I rather them do?
Well, not rather. I mean, we'd rather not either, right? But I mean, what's worse? What's worse? What's worse?
Stealing by far is worse, dog. You know, that's integrity in the pen. You feel me? Like, I'm a nigga that respect the pen. So if I'm gonna think like you wrote if I hear some shit and I feel like you wrote the shit, I'm riding with it like that. But when I hear it's not yours or whoop-de-whoop, it's like, all right, then there's integrity in your pen.
That's right, Dice. Now I'm looking at everything you ever wrote. Like, did you really write that? And I don't like feeling like that. I'd rather be oblivious again. I'm gonna go back to that kitchen comparison, seeing somebody make your food and they ain't wash their hands versus not knowing somebody made your food and they ain't. It's different.
Well, somebody else in the chat said he'd rather see somebody choke than steal.
You know, and that discussion is different though, because I got a different viewpoint than everybody else. While I'm telling y'all, I don't feel like stealing is something I don't fucking agree with when it comes to writing and all of that there. My viewpoint from everybody else is not the same though. You know what I'm saying? Like the way everybody looking at the whole scenario in general, I don't look at it that way. You know, again, I had this discussion with a couple people supposed to do some shit anyway, right? But also, I look at this shit for the most part, right? Everybody is so quick to jump on the man for what y'all think is happening, right? Nobody got proof. The battle's not even dropped yet. So everybody discussing taking rounds from the nigga and etc. Yeah, some bootlegs floating around and all of that shit there, right? But in reality, the actual battle hasn't even dropped yet for the mass of people who are not in the circles to get bootlegs and see the shit, or for the people who missed it. So now what's going on is everybody is being conditioned with this fucking narrative about what's going on
before
the battle even dropped. So the people that are just regular fucking consumers that ain't even seen the battle yet,
kind of ruining it for them.
Forced on. Yeah, they're getting narrative forced on them about the battle itself. They don't even get to enjoy the battle as a battle because they're being told this shit is stolen, etc., yada 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 about the nigga. You feel me? Now, also the same thing I'm telling everybody else is this man has been penning this shit for 10 plus years without a fucking question. How y'all in one day just ready to get this nigga credibility away? He ain't come out and say he did it. The nigga who rapping ain't say he did it. Everybody just jumping to assumptions on how it happened. So my standpoint on the whole thing in general is it impossible for it to be a coincidence? That's all I'm standing on. Is it impossible for it to be a coincidence? Everybody's just going 100% that it can be stolen. 100% it's stolen and it's been taken or whatever the case is, right? But if we're looking at this shit in the same way you look at, let's just say a criminal proceeding, right? Y'all accusing the nigga of stealing, but y'all saying it's true before y'all even take it to court in any form or fashion. Niggas is just making up whatever stories and narrative they want to make this shit true.
But wait a minute,
so me as an objective nigga, I'm not just gonna run with what everybody's saying.
They both got
You're the
points.
Court, right? But what's the trial? What are y'all accusing him of? Is it stealing? Is it copying? Wait, hold on. Are y'all accusing him of stealing, copying? Are y'all accusing him of stealing, copying? What is the actual fucking charge if we basing it like the same thing, right? Everybody's accusing him of whatever the fuck they want to accuse him of. But again, what are you standing on though?
I'm standing on video evidence because I did see the battle. I sat here and did it on the watch party. I saw the whole battle.
That shit edited like a motherfucker.
Wait a minute. I sat here and watched the battle, right? I reacted to that whole thing. I reacted to it, so I remember it. Then
So you're emotionally attached to it.
No,
so you're emotionally attached to it because you feel like
you cannot draw that narrative.
I'm just asking for clarification. Where I would be misunderstanding.
So you're asking, am I emotionally attached to it, or are you saying that I am? Because you're saying you watched the battle and you reacted to it. So that has nothing to do with the actual. Where I was going with that was, I watched the battle, I reacted to it, so I was familiar with it from that point, right? Then the accusations came out, and me being a battle rap fan,
he did research.
Adi Boom Rumors. Adi Boom Rumors. I remember those. I remember low key, I guess you can call them low tier battle leagues and stuff, saying that, Surf and a few other people had taken some of their lines. This is history. This is history.
John just told it. Did John not just tell us? Did John not just tell us that niggas was doing that? Did he not just sit here on this show and tell us that niggas was doing that?
But John is the biggest battle rapper that stole everybody's bars. So
hey, you can't.
What bars did he steal?
Wait, hold on. Don't get too far away from it.
Okay.
Let
me see
right?
that.
Exactly.
Well, make sure Jerry gets his shit off too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
Where I was at.
To that. You say, bruh said it happened prior to. Hold on, real quick. You say prior to. Let's just get clarification. Prior to, you said you had heard of allegations of the same shit before, right?
Yes.
Was that proven?
Was that proven?
proven about surf stealing
but
bars?
I'm not saying that was proven. All I'm saying
so that's just an allegation.
That's just an allegation. You're right. That's an allegation. But
correct. That's
when
all,
I go back
right,
and
he hadn't been able to get his thought all the way out though.
When I go back and I watch I'm sorry, my bad. Am I cutting?
I'm talking about. I mean, you haven't been able to get your thought all the way out.
Yeah, no, that's
my bad.
I was clarifying what he was saying before he got interrupted, so I know that I'm on the same page with it.
Yeah, no beef. And then I go and I watch the Quilly joint. The Quilly joint has damn near on one site 3 million hits. Someone like Surf, who also is up there with the freestyle stuff, there's no way he can say that he did not see that. Or someone in Circle can say did not see that. When you take the amount, when you take the amount of words that are not just similar, that are exactly the same, and
the cadence,
they're ending the line. They're not mixed in there. They're actually ending the line where Old Boy ended his line at. The evidence becomes overwhelming. My thing is this: if that's the case, and he's stealing, or if he's borrowing or inspired by, let's be nice. If he was inspired by, because the flow was the same too. The flow was the same too. If he's inspired by Old Boy's flow, right? My question is, we're the court, the consumers.
Okay.
And if we say it's not okay, it ain't okay. The problem is we can't agree upon that because people are what ifing the fuck out of this. Well, what if Surf is telling the truth? Or what if no, nigga, I seen the video.
Right. To your point. To your point though, that what ifing it'll forever be what ifing because again, nobody has anything that can say that the man he's not gonna say, yeah, I stole the shit, right? He's not gonna say that.
But if you throw a tail and some wings and start flying, the motherfucker's a bird.
Okay, I hear you. That's your opinion, though, right? That's what you assume he's growing wings.
That's what we are. That's what we all here expressing our opinions.
You're right.
Yeah, that's factual. Everybody's assumption.
From, sir. You know, I see where you're coming from, and your point is super good. And I'm really being antagonistic right now. Don't take it personally.
No, that's real. That's real. I'm with all of that.
Yeah, but the at some point we have to say the evidence leads you to an unmistakable point that this shit is way too creepily similar. It's creepy.
Circumstantial though, right?
It's
you
not
don't end on the same word.
That's still circumstantial.
5 straight times.
Yeah, not just a little tap. Like we done seen the little tap, but that was I feel the same way.
But again though, and this is where
wait, real quick though.
Go ahead,
My whole point was I'm not defending Surf. What I'm saying to y'all is everybody is just jumping on the guilty train. That's all I'm saying. It's been all of 2 days, 3 days maybe that this information came out.
I feel like they look both ways first. I don't feel like they just jumped on there with a blindfold. Some people jumped them, but some people might have jumped on with a blindfold, but it was only after. I seen it. I didn't immediately jump on the train. I waited, watched the video a few times.
And drew your conclusion, right?
Well, you know what?
I mean, what else you gonna do? That's what happens.
There's a bunch of big name media out there that have not weighed in on this. They're like waiting to see what Surf says. So
that's
not
the smart
everybody
shit to do. That's the smart shit to do.
Smart. That is smart.
Surf replied. He replied already.
He said he never.
And it wasn't convincing.
No.
Maybe if he'd have been more convincing for me.
Why does he have to convince y'all? Why does he have to convince?
He don't gotta convince me of a damn thing, cause I ain't like that, about
right. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point, right? So I was making this point to where I was talking to, right? Again, if you look at everything, right now, everybody is on a smear Surf campaign, right? Basically, if we're looking at what the issue is and what they're doing about it, it's on a smear campaign right now because it's the talking topic. Everywhere you go is a blog about this shit right now.
Okay.
And Surf, right? If I'm Surf and I'm sitting here watching all the niggas and all the people that I thought could be my dogs or people that I rock with jump out the fucking window before they even find out what it is. So they throwing all my years, 10 plus years of credibility out the window, etc., to jump out the window for a blog click right now. You feel me? So I'm gonna sit back and wait and watch how many motherfuckers I feel like is being snaky before I respond to anything. So I don't owe nobody an explanation until I feel like I got the trump card right now. I guess right. That wasn't an explanation. He just responded to a comment.
Nah,
right?
here goes explanation right here.
What I'm saying is y'all are waiting for an actual explanation in terms of, yo, what's up with this type of vibe? Not that I ain't listening to that. I don't even listen to niggas shit. That's a brush off right now. I ain't answering y'all niggas right now. I ain't trying to deal with it. Y'all feel like I need to answer it because y'all as the culture want answers right now and I'm supposed to work on y'all time and et cetera the case. Now, let me remind y'all, I'm saying the same shit. I am not defending Surf in that aspect of, yo, right or wrong or not, because I just sat here and told y'all I believe in integrity in the pen. I write. I'm an artist myself. I write my own shit. But what I'm saying is everybody just completely been jumping out the window for some shit if you really think about it, right? Let's just say he go in the beginning because that's the problem, right? And the argument everybody was making, if you listen to a lot of these shits from the battle rappers themselves, they're going, oh, well, if that's the rules and we just want to know what the rules is, so if we do it, then it's not a problem. Okay, bro, if your main problem is that the nigga ain't pinning shit, why are y'all arguing about we gonna do it too, or when we do it ain't gonna be no problem? That's just as slimy as the nigga doing the shit. If we talking about integrity in the fucking pen, if that's the problem with what he actually did.
I think what those people are coming from is that we've seen what the community has done to other people with allegations of ghostwriting and yada 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 and shit like that.
And now every time they get up there, that's the narrative.
And I think what people are trying to say, and they're probably not doing it effectively, but I see where you're going. What they're trying to say is, no, you too, sir. You're gonna catch this heat too. We gave it to everybody else. You got to get it. And I think not his nonchalant attitude about it, but his basically, I ain't got to tell you motherfucking shit.
That was the
vibe. Wrong way.
Not on y'all time. Not on y'all time.
Yeah,
you know when bro run into a but listen though, when you know when bro run into like Uncle Rod battle 15 minutes of fame or whatever, they're gonna have a conversation about it. Uncle Rod's gonna ask the nigga shit like that. You see what I'm saying? But right now, y'all want the man to just come out and respond. Nah, bro, y'all attacking me right now.
What you said, Jer? What you said, Jer? Jer had chimed in for a second.
Yeah.
I know he didn't get it.
Go ahead, Jer.
He froze up. I think he froze up. Oh, he fell out. Okay. Or is he still there? I don't know. But yeah, man. You know, and it's all about the biggest thing. Oh, yeah, Jer, you were saying something? Hit your mute. Hit your mute button. Jer lit.
Yeah. I was saying, battle rap is a form of poetry, and you know, in a poetry world, as long as you give a person a credit, it's not plagiarism.
Agreed. That was the point I was getting ready to make too, right? So let's just say, if it's Charlie Clips and Charlie Clips do another scheme with it, right? He's still actively doing the same thing. So then the argument is that he didn't pay homage, right? If he did do that. So it's more so about the fucking honor and if you did do it or not, or whatever the case is. Because if niggas will sit there all day and use other niggas' scheme, but say I'm gonna scheme with it or I'm gonna do it better than you did XYZ, and then proceed to still steal the nigga shit that they scheming off of, it's okay then.
I don't think that's stealing though. If they taking if somebody say some shit and then do it differently, then that's not the same. It's not the same.
When the battle rappers flip other niggas shit, that's not the same.
No.
Sometimes it is.
Telling me is.
Well, yeah, it depends. Usually, I was operative word being sometimes. It has happened, but by and large, no, that's not the case. In my opinion, everything is opinion.
So
that's the whole point right there.
So what y'all saying is, so Dice Mob is an artist, right? And I'm an artist too, right? So say Dice Mob send me some of his music and I'm listening to the shit. And I take a whole first verse that he used and use the same shit. So you telling me
you wouldn't feel away.
If I was to call Dice Mob and say, hey man, I'm gonna pay homage to you on this song, but I took your whole verse on this shit and he agreed to it, Y'all telling me that's still not stealing?
Did you put it out
That's
before
a
you asked
song.
him?
This is battle rap.
But it's the same thing. When you
It's not.
battle
It
rap,
really.
Surfer
Hold on.
Pittsburgh still.
But it's,
you're rapping, but you're not on a beat. It's the same fucking thing.
I agree, right? But again, as a writer, nigga, to me, this is just my opinion, dog. As a writer, I don't hear the same shit from both of them. I hear similarities. The one thing that did stand out to me that was pretty much almost the same was the fucking the Minnesota Vikings shit. That was the only thing that really like hit me like, all right, these are like exactly alike, right? Everything else was a chop up or rendition is what you call it, or however you want to say it to an extent, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't say the man took word for word what he said. So again, that's plagiarism. Plagiarism is the word for word shit.
Well,
plagiarism. Trust me. Plagiarism is not word for word.
The
so like
bar he said
you can paraphrase and still get charged for plagiarism.
Right. So
plagiarism is not word. I know from experience because I went to school for literary arts. Plagiarism is not word for word.
So let me ask
as a student of literary art, as a student in middle school and high school of literary arts, that was definitely most definitely plagiarized.
Okay, so let me
most definitely. That's textbook. That's textbook plagiarism.
So let me ask you something just for clarity, right? Just for clarity though, right? So you would consider, you say plagiarism would be, it's not word for word, but it's also paraphrasing as well, right? So you would consider what Surf did paraphrasing Quilly shit. I'm asking.
It was more than paraphrasing to me, but it was definitely
exactly. I gave paraphrasing as an example of what you could get charged for plagiarism for, or fined, or get your works thrown out, or get your works discredited. Like if your work has been certified, you can lose your certification over what. If that was a written work, let me just put it to you in no uncertain terms. If that was written, he would be
written. They're both written.
Right. No, if it was written on paper and submitted to something to where like a certification was, he would lose his certification. I'm not speaking speculation. I'm talking about facts. I'm talking about what's looked at when plagiarism is discussed. I know this as a student. That would definitely be plagiarism.
I'm asking you information wise.
Right.
Right. So when I say this,
no, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just letting you know.
I know. This is all conversation.
Yeah.
No pressure with
no.
What I'm asking though, right? If you're paraphrasing something, it has to basically be saying the same thing still, though, right?
Yeah.
So when you're saying he paraphrased to basically say the same shit Quilly was saying, or is it just
I didn't say he paraphrased. Is it the same
rhyming? No, that's what I'm saying. To me, if you're gonna say plagiarism, right?
You would go more.
For word.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm asking for clarity in that aspect, right? Because if he's paraphrasing, then he would be paraphrasing to say the same exact shit that Quilly is saying. He's just paraphrasing in y'all aspect of it was the same words that he used an ending words. That doesn't mean what he was saying was the same meanings. If you consider meanings in battle rap as well with double entendres and all that shit. He was saying different shit than what Quilly was saying.
No, you can't. It didn't have to be the same meaning though.
To you though, right? To you, that's what I mean. Like,
no, in my opinion, it didn't have to mean the same. Right. In my opinion, just the cadence, the wordplay, the flow, and the same vowel and the same vowel sounds in the same pockets at the same time was what made me move over to the plagiarism side.
I keep saying this to y'all. I'm not defending Surf in the aspect of he's stealing, yes or no, because we don't know that. I'm just saying everybody's frying this man on some guilty shit immediately, and we don't really nobody's actually doing the full due diligence on the shit.
Due process. He just saying ain't no due process.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying in terms of it, because I still don't know the fact. If it come out that man was stealing for real, I don't value that type of shit. I put zero.
That happened to me.
We're gonna get the video again, y'all. We're gonna play it again.
Yeah, he was.
Go ahead, Jerry. I hear you.
Hey, that kind of happened to me because, he could have been in the parallel universe for real though. Because that round that I had wrote for DT, the Hustler, and then after I had heard that Rock versus Cortez, and my bars was kind of similar to Rock's, and I ain't even never had seen that until after I had spit my.
Right. So the other thing too is bro said when he responded, and that's why I say another thing to me, because I'm a writer in the way I look at shit. I had these conversations with Ayo all the time on a regular, because he always be like, bro, he say, hey, you listen to such and say, hey, bro, I ain't listening to nobody right now. No, I'm working on my own shit. You feel me? So when a nigga say shit like that, that resonates with me, because I be on that type of shit specifically, because when I put my shit together, I don't want
you don't want
like
no
nobody.
influence.
So when you listen to shit, when you listen to people shit, sometimes that shit will seep into your mental, and you may be just doing some normal shit, and you may just be thinking for everything that is normal, and this is your shit, but you've been listening to a nigga and shit seep in, and you start to write this nigga shit sometimes, or shit like that influence. So when I'm doing shit or I'm working on shit actively, I do not listen to nobody's shit. I'm either listening to my shit or beats all fucking day, all the time. So when I hear niggas say shit like, boy, I don't even listen to niggas shit enough to be stealing nobody's shit. To me, that type of shit resonates, because I can understand what kind of nigga he is in terms of that when it comes to penning. So you look back and go 10 plus years, my man been doing his fucking thing at this level, and y'all ain't really came up with nothing to say that he's exactly stealing or whatever to the case, and everybody's just willing to throw that nigga whole body of work out the window right now to smear him for some clickbait. That's how I see it. I ain't saying yes or no if he did it or didn't do it.
So no, I don't think we're trying to do all of it.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, you got to look at it, right? Y'all, they're attempting to smear the man's legacy at this point. You see what I'm saying? And until this shit clears up or whatever.
Who is they? The media outlets?
Yeah, you're right.
Or,
right. The majority of the people that are slandering, they're more on the negative side of what it is. Sue Sir stealing, blah blah blah, XYZ. They're not. Nobody's doing due diligence. They're just following what's going on.
Is it slander if they haven't seen the video, or if they have seen the video?
Come on.
What makes it slander? Because slander, that's kind of salacious. Even smearing, that's kind of a salacious word too. When and who stepped over into that lane? Just for my clarification.
Oh, I think you're talking to somebody.
Oh.
I like the way he debate, though. I really do.
Definitely.
Me too.
Me, Dice Mob, and Ayo was gonna do a show like that where we debate all of the battles and shit, but we never got around to doing it. That's why I like talking to this nigga, man, because this nigga.
Yeah, Dice.
Dice
I know I've been antagonist, but I like the way you debate, bro.
Nah, because here's the thing, right? I just stand strong on what I feel. I'm not gonna follow what everybody else is fucking doing because of what everybody else is fucking doing. So again, my logic isn't that I'm sitting here saying, nah, he didn't fucking do it. I'm just going, yo, until y'all got that shit concrete, stop making it like the battle not even out yet, bro. So for majority of the consumers, there's consumers that's jumping in this shit and going, yeah, he definitely stole that. He definitely stole. Niggas ain't seen this shit.
Those people those people who have it, I feel like they're wrong. But I feel like if I watch it and my consensus or conclusion after watching more than one time is that's I don't feel like I should be labeled as I don't feel like
this one comes with extenuating circumstances, though, because not only did a lot of us actually see the battle, we all did the watch party, right? But days before that, we heard it.
What do you mean?
We heard it because somebody screen recorded it.
Oh, and we heard it on Twitter,
in the space. We heard it on YouTube,
right? You heard it in the space, right?
So we heard it I know me personally, I heard it about 7 times. Right. And then I watched it like 3 times.
You know why I think? Do you know why I think that niggas think Surf is stealing? I think niggas think Surf is stealing because of them watching that 1 and 12-second video, because of the way that it's edited.
And the admitted writing team, though. Let's not overlook that.
Who admitted the writing team?
Let's not overlook the writing circles.
Who admitted that? I don't know about that. Enlighten me.
What, the writing circles?
Yeah, enlighten me about what
QP is the first person who came on the show and told us about the writing circles. And it was
but we talking about Surf right now, right? You mean writing team with Surf? Surf got a writing team?
If you're in a squad, John was just here. If you John said all of the people who are in on teams, they squads. They even if they might not necessarily pin it together, but they'll spit it for each other, and then like, nah, you should say it like this, or nah, you know what, you better
So let me ask you something though. Now let's say you don't spit your shit for nobody, and then you come out and spit the shit, and then something like what happened just happened. When a nigga could have told you, hey bro, you got that from somebody before you even spit your shit. That's the point of you letting other motherfuckers hear your shit. Sparring with people and having niggas around you like, bro, I don't fuck with that. I don't like that. Change that, get that up out of it. Like, that's critiquing though.
I think you should spar and critique, but I don't think you should be every battle you got letting 2-3 people hear you around and tell you need to change this. That's what I'm referring to.
Battle.
That's what I'm referring to.
Every battle you going into, you don't want somebody to give you some like level-headed feedback on what they think about it. You just want to walk in there blindsided, like, I think it's hot.
That's fine, but I don't want to hear about it. Do that, but I don't want to hear about it. Yeah, you go ahead, Terrell. Go ahead.
No, let me make some space. There's a lot of smart people up here. I want them to talk.
No! You ain't yet.
I haven't heard Riggs. I barely heard Jer. So I'm gonna give these smart men something to talk about. I'll be down in the chat.
All right, Terrell. We appreciate you being here.
All I'm saying though is that 1 minute and 12-second clip is what makes Surf looks really good.
It's damning. It's very damning.
Because of the way they edited the video. And
well, we're gonna hear it. Let's hear it one more time.
He got a good point.
One last question though, right?
I wonder. Hold up, but while music is saying that, I wonder if to add to music's point, I wonder if at the battle, were the people who put this video out, were they at the battle like, damn, that shit is just like such and such? Because for that shit to come right back out the same right so fast like that was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whoever edited that video wanted to make Surf look like he was stealing. Even if it's true, when the battle comes out and everybody goes to watch the battle, because I haven't seen it myself. But what I heard was that 1 minute 12-second clip is what I heard. So once I heard that, I was like, damn, that do sound familiar. But now that I'm sitting here listening to y'all talk about it, it had to be somebody that edited that video.
You said you didn't see the video yet though, right?
I saw you.
He said he didn't see the battle yet.
Oh, okay. But you saw the video we just played.
The last thing I was gonna ask though, right? Let's say, Kel, right? Let's say you write your shit. You pen your shit, you ain't copy no fucking body, and you go do your battle, right? And then it pop out like this, and you're on the side that Surf is on right now, right? But you're for sure knowing you ain't copy nobody.
Yeah, because I didn't hear it, I ain't copy. Yeah, I would definitely.
But what I'm saying is, there's still another video that exists that sounds like yours as well, same way though, right? Like your shit sound like somebody else's shit that's out there when you go in battle, right? But you knowing for sure I ain't steal nobody's shit, I ain't do nothing, right? How do you react?
And I never heard it before.
Do you come out and explaining yourself? But what I'm saying is, do you come out explaining yourself to everybody that's attacking you, or you sit back and go, shit, whatever? It's almost like the same Tory Lanez effect when everybody came out the window jumping at that man going, you shot that girl. And then now look what happened. Shoot the girl. But at the time, he sat there and took all the shit from everybody saying that he shot the girl. Even from niggas he knew, people he was close to, shit like that, niggas was attacking him. Bro, you shot that girl, you this and that, you did. And now it come out, he ain't shooting the girl.
I never thought he shot her.
Right, but he ain't go on his fucking, like, he ain't go on this fucking shit like, let me tell everybody I didn't shoot her. He was just like, nah, y'all think whatever the fuck y'all want to think. Well, I don't owe y'all no fucking response.
Everybody don't respond to everything the same way though. And when we look at how people respond to things, and we feel like your reaction is over the top, or either your reaction is lackluster, how you gonna tell me what my reaction should be?
I know.
You can't tell me because you looking from your perspective. Your eyes are tinted one way, my eyes are tinted another way. I can't tell you the sky is violet, and you think that it's indigo. We're not gonna have that argument. We're not gonna see it the same.
I agree with you. That's why I say I agree with you, because I don't see it how everybody see it. Everybody's going, bro, you tripping because you don't see it this way. I'm going, nah, nigga.
Yo, you can't tell somebody they can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
that's how the arguments are going with everybody pertaining to this.
No, you can't do that,
if anybody see it another way other than what the mass
then they wrong and shit.
That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
How can you tell somebody they're wrong when everybody's basically stating their opinion?
Well,
everybody's doing.
Let me hear from Joe Pressure before we get this replay real quick.
I want to just get it in real quick.
Did you see the video, Joe?
Yeah, I seen.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen it. Now, okay, there's one thing for certain, two things for sure. We came into the same thing on our event with our homeboy Stro. Like when his song was, I was like, well, ain't that Wayne shit? He was like, no, actually Jada. Jada had the first, then Wayne did it.
All right.
But they knowingly knew that. He knowingly knew that. Like why he put it in the hook. Now, the way Surf is saying in his bars, they ain't the same, but the concept that he using is the same. The entendre that he used was the same. Like it's not like he bar for bar biting, but the scheme, the whole, you know what I mean? Like when you read, like I don't know the exact word, but like when you recap the when he said the ending of the one bar. It sound like this, but he didn't say it the same as the one dude did. But they both on that Hot 97 spitting shit or that whatever that was. You know, Surf heard it before because he's supposed to have a reigning champ on that or something. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and as cold as your pen is, there shouldn't even be no debate that even happened because there's too many different things that's the same in the bar schemes. Period. The whole. What's the one? I think it was a football joint or some shit. I don't know. It was one of them. It was damn near the same, but Surf.
Minnesota Viking. That's what I said. That was the one thing that stood out to me. That was damn near like that was spot on exact. Right. That's the one thing I can say.
Now, if you see your homeboy, if somebody accused your homeboy smoking crack or something, right, and you blow around the corner and you like, I did see the nigga with a stem though. Hey boy, he probably lightweight. He might be smoking, bro. But the boy had no parts of that.
Hey, but you see what you just said? You said he might be. You said he might be. That's all I'm saying. There's no might with these niggas that's arguing about this shit. They're saying that's law. That's what happened. There ain't even a room for the nigga to go to court for it yet. This nigga's guilty.
They done brought the electric chair to his house, Dice.
But we do gotta understand that these niggas is following. These niggas is following these trends on online, man. So if one nigga jump out the window and say, "Oh, Surf stole all of this shit," nigga gonna be like, "Oh, let's put up a video." You know, it's always gonna be.
And you know what? I ain't gonna even put the word respectfully. I'm just keeping the whole being. But everybody know if you follow OTFMZ. Almost every video they put out is, remember when they said when they said Twerk gave Yoshi her rebuttal. OTFMZ, they all, whatever it is that they're reporting, whatever video they put forward is going to make it look like what they said is fact. Whatever video they use, whatever quote unquote evidence or picture that they show to get across whatever the headline is on it, like Dice said, clickbait. Whatever they put as their headline or the title of the post, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on YouTube, whatever, is whatever they put with that title is going to, everything is going to point to what that title said.
Yeah.
That's the way they put stuff out. Whatever they have, whatever some inside person told them, or they got a hold to whatever. They put their title, and then whatever videos and pictures they got is going to point back at that title.
Well, let's get this replay one time, and then I got a question for y'all. All right, right. What you say, Fresh?
I didn't forget what I was gonna say, my nigga, for real.
Well, what might come to you after we play this video, and then I got a question for y'all.
And then play the search on that you had up there.
What search on? Oh, the response. All right, I'm gonna play the response.
A party for the real niggas, y'all not invited. You ever been to Granddad house? I'll invite them.
All right, so invite them. right?
A party for the real niggas, y'all not invited. You ever been to granddad house? I'll invite him. He getting money, but he a rat. Y'all bitches like it. They ask me how I feel about Core.
I don't like him.
One nigga break y'all heart, y'all bitches dyke it. Power from Colombia, the sour came from Dykeman.
Light him, Leatherface, cut him up, slice him. Stinking, reeking everywhere. Dykeman.
Plain Jane Rollie, no icing.
I'm here for the cake, the 3-0, just the icing.
Do the right thing with the red bottoms and spiked it.
Back with the nail, the core sides, I spike them.
Internet gangster, you gon' kill me with the tight.
That's a lot of words.
We push to the side that tight right.
Iron on me, I ain't fighting, I ain't Tyson.
Imagine playing gangster on cam, that's indicting. But I'll let it rip off air. Mike Tyson.
Cooley Tupac, don't forget to put the hyphen.
Your birth date, your death date, your lifespan, a hyphen.
I must be exciting. Coke in the Pyrex pie, drop the icing. Break a whole patty pie down, get the slicing.
The icing, we'll ice him. You'll be with the wings. That's a bite one, I'm exciting.
Biting.
Shut up.
Biting.
Shut up.
Now, so this is my question, right? Now, if it comes out that the nigga bit, right, and it's proven, this is proof to me, but if it's proven beyond a reasonable doubt in y'all's minds, if this is the round, the third round, for example, and we say choking in a round forfeits the round. Now, if we determine that he just stole 8 bars in the third round, does that make Cortez a winner 2-1? Speak on it.
That's the third round.
I'm saying I don't know what round it is. Does he lose the round?
I think that was the first round, but that would be assuming you already had the battle 2-1.
Assuming you had it 2-1, yeah. I mean, assuming you gave Surf the first round.
You give away the round. Yeah, that's assuming. But what if you didn't have it that way?
If Cortez won the first, he automatically already won the second. I think that's a consensus.
That can't be consensus because the battle's not out yet, bro.
But everybody's seen it though. It was on Caffeine Live.
It was on Caffeine.
Right. Listen. That don't mean we seen it. This was a Saturday at like 3 p.m. Like if you really going off the mass majority of the
we did 30 some odd thousand that day.
We all was in here.
Right. That's right. Listen to what I'm saying.
That's just us.
Y'all. That's y'all. Right. That's y'all that saw the battle. But if we talk about the battle's not on the app. The battle's not on the app. So for people who pay for the app and they go, I didn't catch that shit on Saturday. I want to sit down and watch the actual battle, not with no fucking chat, not with none of that shit. I just want to put the battle on, sit down and focus and decide who I felt won. They haven't been able to do that yet. The mass, the people that are battle rap, right? We're battle rap niggas. Though.
That is the mass. The mass has got the app. That part true.
Right. But listen to what I'm saying. Majority of us right now, we casters and we're more invested than the actual battle rap fan who just comes on and watches it casually, right? True. So if their opinion matters in its entirety of how we judge the battle, because the app is where they actually go, all right, yeah, you lost on Caffeine, but on the app you lost or whatever the fuck the case is. There's no vote for the app yet because it's not out on the app. So you don't have the consensus vote on the battle itself and how it's scored. To say if I take a round away, then you now give Cortez the battle because it's 2-1 now his way. But you don't know what the masses is scoring it like already. You know what we feel like because we watch battle rap.
Well, but
we don't.
My question even ain't even particular to this battle. My question is just in general. Does the person lose the round if we determine it was plagiarized?
Oh, agreed. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Agreed. 100%.
Okay.
100% agreed. That 100% agreed. Ain't no stealing gonna be vouched for.
My battery died.
That's not with no penning.
Oh, John.
1,000,000,000,000%.
Fire.
Yeah, that round is gone if it's proven. Hell yeah.
If somebody proved you stole, you lost that round and you lost the whole battle.
The whole battle or just the round?
Not if you ain't stealing the other 2 rounds, dog.
But it makes all the other Johns come into question though.
Right, but
unfortunately,
if you're not gonna prove that, then that's not in question. That's like saying, I know you sold some drugs before, but every time I see you selling drugs, nigga.
Yeah.
That ain't that.
So if me and you battle and I use a whole Biggie verse in my third round, I still win that battle if people say I win? Or
even if you didn't, I was gonna win that. But anyway, to say what I'm saying. Nah, you lost. You lost, bro. If you stole, you lost. Listen, I'm a pen integrity nigga, dog. I pen all my shit and I don't steal nobody's shit. And I hold myself prideful that my pen is right. It's fire. And when I put my shit out, that's how I feel. So if I'm stealing shit and I'm putting it out like it's mine, that's fucking like you're an actor.
You do got to take that in consideration though. What Dice was saying earlier, because sometimes when I write and something will come to me, it be fire, but it be complex and simple at the same time, to the point where somebody had to say that before, and I be wondering, do I still? But I still write it though. I still write it.
Okay, everybody is saying, yo, he rhymed the same words, he used the same ending words. Can you name other words that are gonna fit? Like, how easy is it for you to find